my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this session of Dungeons & Dragons. We are the Digital Dragons, and we're going to be playing some Icewind Dale. Joining me here today, we have got Tahko.
Hello, I am Highwind, playing Tahko, Moodkiller.
We have got Irilyssa.
Hello everyone, I'm Jarard, aka Evil by Moonlight in the chat, and I will be playing Irilyssa tonight.
We have got Zagrax, also known as Sahazar.
Woo! I'm Zach, or Warbird in chat, and I'll be playing, I think, Sahazar most of today, if not a little bit of Zagrax at the end.
And we have got Vulwin.
Hi, I'm Ethan, or Chaos Gemini, and I'm playing the Verbal Ranger, Vulwin Agar.
And we have also got Elora.
Hello, I'm Elora, or I'm Trips, I'm Starlight in the chat, and I'm playing Elora. I'm also Elora.
And I am Mordred, the one trying to keep this merry band going, hopefully. So who would like to give us a rundown of what occurred last time? Because I believe there was a fair amount to report back on.
I guess I can do it. Just because I think we got the most information, Tahko and Elora did. So basically we all split up our ways because Zagrax is undergoing his bear test. And we decided to do stuff in the meantime while we wait for him to return, hopefully. And in doing so, we Tahko and Elora decided to go explore the northeastern part of the 10 towns, which is East Haven, Caer Dineval, and Caer Konig. East Haven was destroyed, and later on we find out Caer Konig was destroyed as well. Residents from Caer Konig have actually been invited to take residency within the castle walls of Caer Dineval, much to our surprise. Kadrath is happy to hear of our return and the success of the Black Swords versus the Duragar. But while visiting, Avarice has a chat with us about our goals aligning again, and she wants us to go find a key to open a lost city that's located in the Redhead Glaciers, I think. But the key itself might be a book, and it's located on the island of Solstice in the Sea of Moving Ice. Arcane Brotherhood people told her that, or something like that. Meanwhile, Sahazar and Vulwin went to Bryn Shander, and we find out that it's turned into a war zone. There are two factions fighting, the Dark Suns and the Bright Ones, or something like that, and it's become a problem. Vulwin is like, I'm out of here, and goes north, Tourmaline and Lonelywood. He, for some reason, tells Elora's parents and Oris that Elora has become a god. And
God.
And it works for some reason. But then Vulwin has a good time, and he names his tavern. I don't remember what he named it, I'm sorry.
Dragon's End.
Dragon's End.
The Dragon's End? Okay. I didn't write it down, so I forgot. The whole time we're doing that, Irilyssa is holding a festival for the Blue Moon, and she gets crunk with the rest of the town. Upon returning, we all bicker about what we're going to do next. Elora does reveal that she can change her form when she wants to. She just doesn't, because, meh. And then I think Tahko might be guilty about having buried the Chardalyn just in a spot within the town, and it really wants to go back and take care of the Bryn Shander war zone issue.
I don't feel guilty.
I think we're gonna go do that.
I never feel guilty.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You're really hell bent on going back.
The big
I
piece of
just
the
want to kill
Chardalyn dragon.
cultists.
Yeah, the Chardalyn dragon that we kept in the old church and Tahko hid there. Yeah.
I told people where it was, and they were supposed to watch it. It's not on me because they lose their stuff.
They don't even know what they're watching.
Exactly. They should have watched better. Then they know what it was.
Maybe they watched too closely.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so as we rejoin the game, the party, I believe, were on the outskirts of Goodmead, about to head off to Bryn Shander.
Yeah, we spent the night, I think, and then we were going to head out.
Yes, it is 9:00 a.m. on the 25th of September.
Cool. Summer is basically over. Cry.
Again. Winter is coming again, still.
But when we solve this, it's going to be winter, and everyone's going to be like, man.
Yeah.
It'll probably still somehow be warmer, though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Probably.
No, it's just gonna be another brutal winter.
hmm
In fact, where is the
Okay.
party token these days? I've completely lost sight of that.
Good question.
Let's see.
It's not at Sunblight, which is where I expected to see it.
I think it's just
Gone.
gone.
We've had Sunblight for a long time, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably was one of the casualties of the update.
Mm.
Here we go. I'll be the new token.
Ew, I hate it.
No, I'll get that off. you
Um,
don't represent the whole party.
we tried diplomacy by Tahko, and it did not work.
Yeah.
Just taking the initiative. Jeez, you don't have to chew my ear off for it.
That's weird. It appeared on
I
this.
do.
Oh, there it is.
Roll for that?
Alright, so you are currently at Goodmead. Let's go and put you there. So, you want to head off to Bryn Shander.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's just cut right through the forest this time. What do you think?
Why?
No, never
think
been there.
We have been there.
Yeah, we
We
totally
actually
have been there.
Are you saying this in character out of curiosity?
I'll propose it in character. Sure. I mean,
Okay.
we went through there and fought the what was it?
That's
A
where we get our
giant?
nicknames.
Yeah.
Or that's what Elora got her nickname.
Yeah.
Yep. We have been through there before.
Well, not completely through it, but yeah.
Won't that like double our time? Don't you want to like get there?
Okay. I mean,
You're a lot
we're
quicker
pretty-
going along the roads.
all right. Through the roads.
If you must.
Tired of the roads. It's too windy on the roads.
Well, funny you should say that, because as you are leaving Goodmead, there are very much dark clouds on the horizon and pretty thick, heavy snowfall falling at the moment, which is making progress difficult as winds
See?
start to pick up a little bit as well.
I'm sure being in a forest with snow wouldn't make it more difficult too.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
I don't
So-
know.
Go ahead and give me a survival check, whoever is leading the party, and a perception, whoever is scooting a boot.
Sure.
All right.
18.
18.
18 survival.
11.
Yay.
Okay, so you seem to be making fairly good time along the northern trail onto the eastway. You've travelled these roads many times at this point. You pretty much can do this with your eyes shut, which you pretty much are doing because the snow is falling pretty thickly and it is a little bit difficult to see around. On the trail, you do pass maybe one or two small groups of people still travelling from Bryn Shander towards Goodmead, but far fewer than those of you who had travelled the east way previously. And even then, they seem pretty much unwilling to talk. They have hoods far down over their eyes as they're just trying to push themselves through the deepening snow, pulling carts, which at this point are more like sleds, honestly, as they go. And as you get to maybe halfway along the eastway, Irilyssa, you notice something along the side of the road moving.
Is it a tree?
It is a tree. It's the shaking tree still shaking away. Still there.
Yeah.
Great.
Nice. I'm
And
glad I guessed it.
I drew it on the map now.
you did. That's
Oh.
kind of what reminded me.
Nice.
So, passing this now infamous landmark, you continue your way onto Bryn Shander, and as you arrive at the gates, it is pretty much how Sahazar and Vulwin you remember this being. It is really quiet, even as the snow is dampening a lot of the extra sound which would ordinarily be travelling. Bryn Shander was not a quiet place previously, just because of the sheer number of people there, but the massive devastation that this place has suffered means that this feels almost like a ghost town. The outer ring of walls being virtually unguarded, the gate again being slightly open so that somebody pulling a handcart could get through, and people easily can. The outer section of the city itself still very much in ruins, but as you progress up the hill into closer to the town, you can start seeing some signs of reconstruction and rebuilding taking place.
Good.
Cool.
So what would you like to do now that you have arrived back in Bryn Shander?
Well, this is great.
And there's no guards out by the gates at all?
No, the guards. The gates are entirely unguarded.
Okay.
Just tidying the map up a bit, make sure I haven't missed anything.
Well, I like this town. It's a shame to see it's in such poor condition.
Yeah, a lot's happened here.
Yeah. Still, it's not the worst off somehow.
At least
Still
it's still
stands.
here.
Yeah, starting to look like a new East Haven.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting abandoned. East Haven did first. Well, who's in charge still here?
Devesa.
Duvesa?
It's still
Yes.
Devesa, yes.
Well,
We
let's...
should find them.
Yeah.
And
talk about
maybe they
these.
have an update on. Can give us more intel on what's going on here.
Yeah, Dark Eyes or something?
Dark Suns.
Dark Sun.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so yeah, as you head towards the centre of the town, you see that makeshift barricade, the opening of it still wide enough for people to pass, and you see a couple of people standing on top of the barricade, torches out, squinting into the gloom of the snowfall, and at your approach, a halt rings out. Who goes there?
The Bright
Zagrax.
One, or
No, he isn't here.
the
Zagrax.
Dawnbringers.
We told him that he's on a pilgrimage.
Yeah, that's right.
Dawnbringers, step forward and be identified. Damn, this snow, can't see a thing.
I'll move the barricade out of the way so I can step through and then move it back.
Okay.
Yeah, but by the way, I guess the ones that are loyal to the bright ones have the silver shiny stuff. Easy to see in the dark, easy to see anywhere with light.
Ah, all right.
And indeed, as Vulwin says that, you do see that he has got a very ragged-looking armband twisted around his arm, and then there's just what looks to be a large scale from scale mail or something like that, just wedged in the top of it, and it does glint in the dim light of the torchlight that reflects from it. Welcome back, Dawnbringers. What can we do for you?
We were hoping to see Devesa.
She should still be in the lean-to, and he just points behind his back towards the main town square. Go on in.
Lean-to? The actual building got knocked down?
Yeah, so the town hall, which is what used to be the centre of the government of this place, is just a ruin, and there's one wall basically still standing with a lean-to built against it, which is where she and Beldora were last time that Vulwin and Sahazar were here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
So you head in to the town square, and you do indeed see that there is a lean-to. Out front is the sheriff with a cloak tightly wound around him, and he just gives you a bit of a nod as you approach. Welcome back. I see you've brought the rest of you this time.
Yeah, they had a lot of questions.
Well,
Wanted to see the place for themselves.
what's left of it anyway?
At least it's not being abandoned.
It will take far more than that to have us abandon this place. It's the jewel of Icewind, even if it is a little dulled. Well, Devasa's in the tent. If you wanted to speak to her, or if you have business with me, I'm all ears.
Well, you might know, actually. We're looking for the Sons of Darkness. We're going to squash them. Some kind of cult.
Well,
Oh, you mean the
we
Dark
actu-
Sons? Yeah, they've been giving us
Yeah.
problems.
How did they first start emerging? Like, where did they start?
The first sign that we had of the Dark Sons was the guards left at the old House of the Morning Lord ruins were just murdered. Corpses everywhere. And the foundations moved around a bit. The rubble had shifted for some reason.
Great.
Yes. We made a mistake in storing pieces of Shardolin under there. Thinking
Well,
it would
actually,
be safe.
Tahko made that mistake.
Hey, we put guards in charge.
Yeah,
I handed it off.
we had guards posted. Some of our best, but they weren't enough apparently.
I don't know how anyone would have known it was there. But apparently it was worth killing for.
There
Well,
may have been.
I'll tell you. Guards. There were guards around it. Why would you put guards around a building that's completely destroyed?
You also said you buried it in the middle of like a makeshift hospital. People heard.
Well, I didn't
Yes.
tell everybody. I told you guys.
You weren't exactly quiet about it.
All right. Well, what's done is done. We better recover it.
If you're able to find it, we've had very little luck when it comes to hunting those down. They appear, then they fade away into the night.
Oh, great.
Vulwin is an excellent tracker.
Your skills would be useful.
Perhaps he would be
Yeah,
able to-
I guess they got a black eye or a scar across the eye or both. I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Should be
how
hard to
come
spot.
those who have survived their attacks have reported that they do have a jagged scar or wound of some kind across their eye. Seems to be an identifying feature, just like the bright ones have their scale now.
Oh.
Are these, like, people from town, or are these invaders, or...
I haven't
Like,
met them
has
myself, but I would imagine it's those who have felt the loss too keenly, and that I can understand. If you go into the tent, Duvesa and Beldora might know more. I'm just
Right.
trying to keep things in line as best as I can.
Okay.
And be careful out there. I just barely thwarted an attack against Duvesa. They may well come for you as well.
Really? Let
That
them
one-
come.
Surprise.
It actually makes me glad that Zagrax isn't with us.
Right, he would just be a beacon.
I mean, that's
Beacon.
kind of what we would want, though, right?
Well, he'd be a beacon for assassination.
Well, it's not the first time.
That's very true. We're all laughing. Haha, Zagrax almost died.
Zagrax's life is misery.
And the best part is he doesn't even know it.
Yep. Oh, he knows it right now, I'm sure.
Yeah, right now, yeah, it's not good.
I'm sure he's quite keenly aware at this point.
And actually, Irilyssa, Tahko, and Vulwin, you do notice that Markham actually has got a bit of a, not exactly a grin, but a smirk at this. He's kind of nodding along like he gets dark adventurer humor.
Oh,
Oh.
that's good that he's not offended.
Haha, suffering. What?
It's the life
I
we
guess we
chose.
should go talk to Duvesa.
Just behind
might
me.
be able to get-
Go on in.
A different kind of picture. So,
And with
yeah,
that,
I'll
you
go in.
You leave Sheriff Markham behind and duck into the lean-to, and immediately you're buffeted by warmth. Like, even though you've just peeled back basically a canvas layer against the cold of the snow falling outside, this is noticeably more homely, even though it is just a piece of rag on a roof, draped over a wooden structure. But in the centre of the room there is a table set up with what looks to be a map of Bryn Shander on it, and standing over it in fairly deep conversation is Beldora on one side and Duvesa on the other, each pointing at the map and kind of gesturing. They haven't noticed your entry so far.
What are they talking
back
about?
up.
Quick ambush. No, I'm just kidding.
Roll a perception.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Let's
Point at the map.
all
Blah,
listen
blah,
in.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous again.
So it does sound like they're trying to track possible movements of various different groups through the map. Like last sightings where people were attacked and killed, that type of thing.
Okay.
Hello.
Last time we saw... the Dawnbringers. Welcome back. To your bloody right, we needed you.
Good. We're here.
Good.
So, what you got for us?
Us.
Us, yeah.
Well, it's more than a lot of people have brought in. You want to know what the situation is?
Yes.
As your friends may have mentioned, the city is having a bit of a struggle. Man, my Mancunian accent is not on today. Bit of a struggle as the Dark Suns and the Bright Ones are at each other's throats still. There was another bout of attacks last night, and the Bright Ones did not fare too well. This
Where
is
can
what
we
they
find-
attack?
Yeah, where can we find these Dark Suns?
we don't know. That's part of the problem. We've been trying to track throughout the city where they've been attacking. The most obvious is around the House of the Morning Lord. That's where they started their activities, but since then it's random. We can't put a pattern on it.
Oh.
Do you know what happened to the priestess of the temple?
Nishan
Nishan,
seems to
yeah.
have disappeared during the fighting. If she even survived.
Oh boy.
She couldn't have gotten too far.
I have a bad feeling.
Was she
Yeah.
injured?
Yes. Yes, she was
Greatly.
stricken blind.
No.
Did you tell her that you buried the shardle in there, Tahko?
She was there when he explained it.
She was there.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh.
Yes.
And she took one look at Zagrax and was like, "Oh, my maker has come for me." Oh God.
Yes, I'm afraid I didn't help matters in that they seemed to drive her further into her unstable state.
You tried your best. You can't blame yourself for another one's choice.
So what exactly
Remember
happened to her?
She used her divine power on the dragon, and it rebounded back on her.
I've seen
She's
some of the
mixed-
powers that she's been able to wield, so that can't be good.
Yeah.
Yes. And my
She-
words caused her to have a crisis of faith.
Her blindness prevented her from seeing the morning light.
Well, if you worship in the God of Light, not being able to see that would test anyone.
Oh. Great.
Yep.
So I guess we have to go find them.
Well, the place you may wish to start, as Beldora steps forward and kind of points at an area on the map, the last place that was attacked was right here. Some of the most bloody conflict that we've seen so far. If you go and see the bodies, you'll see for yourself, but they were torn open.
Torn?
Seemingly, yeah.
What? Why? Not that you would know, but why?
Or how? I mean, I saw no one guarding the gates. Could wolves have gotten him?
It's right there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't think so. It did look like they were weapon strikes, but something tried to get at their stomachs.
Oh,
Their stomachs.
something, but with weapons? And that's pretty far into town.
Seemingly so. It's outside of the barricades, but closer than we would like.
Hmm.
I'll draw on where the barricade is too.
Well, I guess we could go investigate.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go do that.
You say they particularly strike at a particular time, like after nightfall?
Almost
Or
always at
maybe-
nightfall, when it's dark.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they're predators, of course.
All right, we'll go have a look. How long do we have until nightfall? Well, maybe like an hour, ever.
I mean,
Yes.
it's always dark, which does allow them to strike quite often, but it is.
But true night versus
So it is currently
half night.
3
Extra
PM.
super dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably
okay.
have another 2 to 3 hours of this.
Oh, it's downright sunny then. All right.
Except
Let's
for the
go.
heavy clouds and the snow out there, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Except for that, I'll make sure to use a parasol so I don't get sunburned. All right, let's take off.
Okay. And you leave the two ladies continuing their own discussions as you head out into the streets of Bryn Shander again, heading down the road that she'd indicated in the direction of where this attack had taken place. You're let through the barricade and you head over to where the fight had taken place, and immediately you can see various shapes just left with the snow building on top of them. Red streaks all over the floor.
Before we arrive, hey, I just had an interesting idea. Why don't we just magically, send a message to Beldora asking them how they're doing?
Eldora?
Or not Beldora.
Beldora.
Not Beldora.
Maishan?
Marshan? Yeah, Maishan. Let them know we're in town. See if they want to come visit us.
If you want to. I can't do that.
I'd rather not make things worse.
Do you think that will make things worse, or do you think it?
I
I'd
don't
rather
think
them-
she wants to talk to me.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, that's true. But if she is doing this, talking to them or receiving a message from them might give some kind of hint as to where they are. And at least if they're going to attack anybody tonight, it might as well be us.
Well, you have magic. Anyway, you could just find out where she might be.
I mean, in theory, yeah, but it only extends so far. With the message, we could at least get a hint and guarantee it'll work.
I've
Any
already
objections?
said I don't object to it, but I'm not doing it.
All right, I'll do it. Let me count out my words real fast. Anyway, go ahead and describe the scene. I'll be figuring out this.
Okay, so it's an area of rubble within some half-standing stone walls. The roof has clearly caved down and there's debris just all over the place, and intermingled with the debris are slashes of red. Even as they are now mostly covered by the snow, you can still very much see that there was a struggle here. And there are a couple of shapes with pieces of cloth covering them, the cloth themselves now rigid with the cold and covered in snow.
Oh.
Can I look at the injuries and try and figure out what kind of weapon is doing this?
Absolutely. Give me a medicine check.
And while you do that, here's what I have. Hey, Marshan, Dawnbringers are back in town. Are you doing well? We hear there's trouble in town. Care to meet up?
For a drink. Hang
Yeah.
out.
Just keeping it casual.
Marsh.
Marsha.
My Shan.
Well, you know what? The spelling isn't important.
It doesn't come in
Marsh.
text, so no, it's
But the
fine.
pronunciation is. No.
My Shan. Oh, okay.
No.
Funny.
I mean, we're just lucky that Tahko didn't call her Rebecca or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
just completely different name. It's like, hey, Duvet, so we're back in town.
Hey, Becky! Want to hang out, Becky?
It's like, I'm sorry, this is Mishan. This is my Shan.
I actually
give you the wrong
contacted Becky instead. Sure, let's get drinks. I don't know.
Don't
As
you
long as
know
you're
the
buying.
person?
Yeah, you know the person. So if you say the wrong name, you just say the wrong name. The worst part is like you know the person, so saying the wrong name is the worst part of the message being sent.
Mhm.
I just get doo-doo-doo. The message you're trying to send is unidentified.
Yeah.
Unidentified.
Oh, okay. That's great. Yeah. They said the Lady of Whispers watches over them now, so they're not looking to meet up.
The Lady
Anyone-
of Whispers.
That sounds good, right?
No! That sounds like
No.
something you would say you followed.
Yeah, let me do a religion check on that.
Go for it.
Yeah. At least they're not loud about it.
An 18!
Yeah.
Wow.
Makes sense. She's still got ears.
I wouldn't be worshiping the Lady of Whispers. I'm too loud for that.
Oh my
That's true. That's true. Never mind. I take it back.
that out loud.
Doesn't your goddess steal in secrets?
Yeah.
Isn't that quieter than whispers?
No, I guess.
Vulwin's
It's-
blunt
it's-
comments are always the fucking best.
Yeah.
She still has ears, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I picture him like standing over Irilyssa when he says that too, like looking at the wounds, also being like, "What's going on?"
Sorry, I'm just looking some stuff up.
Oh boy.
All good.
Yeah, well, Donut Salazar is also rooting around.
This is not very useful. Nope, neither is that. Ah, come on, give me a list. There they are.
You know, honestly, the Lady of Whispers could be my goddess for all I know. Can I do a religion check as well?
Yep, go for it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Try.
Yep.
So there are a couple that this could be.
Interesting.
She specifically said goddess, which narrows it down a little. Because there are many gods which could also have similar domains. But the ones that spring to mind, most obviously, I would say for you, Irilyssa, would be Shah. And for you, Tahko, Raven Queen, quite possibly. But it's also possibly Malil, goddess of poetry and song.
No.
Possibly Ogma, god. Oh no, he's a male. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, they could just be saying goddess because, bumping them up, or maybe they don't know any better.
For all we know, somebody just walked up and whispered something in her ear. Like,
Oh,
You know.
man.
There she is,
Right.
Bashaba, goddess of misfortune. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh!
oh, okay.
So
Hmm.
probably one of those three, but you're not entirely sure which.
At
No, but-
18, I'm not sure.
Bashaba isn't about outright killing, though. Doesn't Bashaba just set things up so that people die accidentally, randomly?
Yeah, she's more of a goddess of manipulation.
This is like, oops, people, fell into my blade. Haha.
No, more like they set up buildings so that they're easily collapsed, or
Oh, well.
yeah, they set up disasters that could likely happen. I passed my real life check.
So saw level things. Yeah.
Anyway.
Not quite as overt, but
uh,
like putting a slight cut in the gas line on a car. It may or may not
Okay, yeah.
crash. We don't know. We don't care as long as something happens later.
I see.
Yeah, okay.
So, the body, medicine check, Irilyssa. So, uncovering the cloth which has been laid over them, you are met by a very grisly scene. It looks like the individual that you're looking at now, their torso has just been sliced down, like straight vertically down alongside the rib cage, and then as it gets down to the abdomen, the skin has been peeled back and you can see some of the organs have been pulled out, and the stomach itself has also been slit open. In terms of what did this, is definitely a bladed weapon, knife or a sword or something like that, but it looks precise and it looks post-mortem.
boy.
Did we check to make sure Nin was still in Loverwood? Not Loverwood. Goodmead.
Now that would be a twist. Damn.
Not too late.
No, Vulwin, he's taken up residence in the temple.
Oh, no, he didn't actually say that.
Oh, yeah. I'll glance over your shoulder to look at this body.
Give me a medicine check as well, Tahko.
Okay.
As you are the two trained medics.
Looks like someone was looking for candy.
So, what Irilyssa reports back on is fairly obvious. The thing that you notice is there are also, as you check the body more thoroughly, there are also other injuries on this individual. Some of them look perhaps older. Like, there are signs of self-mutilation, effectively.
Self-mutilation. All right. Looking at the bodies here, does this look like a fight occurred, or?
Yes, so the injuries that were the killing injury are usually slit throats, so they were clearly taken by surprise. There are one or two that have wounds of fighting where they were alerted to a struggle going on, but the only corpses that are here are those of Bright Ones, and you can still see that they have the scale on their armband.
Okay, so the bright ones were self-mutilating.
Yes,
Oh, good. All right, that's great.
Why?
but how long do you want to spend checking the bodies? Because so far you've only looked at this one.
No, I'll look over all of them.
Okay,
at
so
least cursorily.
taking
Let's
another
look
maybe
at
half an
that.
hour or so to do this thoroughly between Tahko and Irilyssa. They're all Bright Ones, as I said already. There are only two of them that have been mutilated in that way. Both of them are ones that have signs of self-mutilation. There are three other corpses of Bright Ones that just were killed. No signs of self-mutilation on them, and they have not had their stomachs cut open.
What kind of self-mutilation? Does it look like they're burying something inside of themselves?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
No.
And that these people are finding them and taking it out. It's candy. No.
How
I mean, that's why
is
they go
so
into the
correct?
stomach.
They're
You're
turning
right.
themselves into pinatas for some reason.
Yeah.
What a weird mystery.
All right. But
And-
they, for whatever reason, they're putting something in there. Honestly, I think we could figure out a lot more if we go see the bright ones at this point.
Did Zagrax said not to use the stones?
I don't know what they could be, but knowing what they are is the most important part here.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Sure we can find them.
Like I said, well, they're all doing the checks. Cesar would be looking for like tracks and stuff. It's probably like the least possible thing, but.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check. I would say with disadvantage because it's, well, you're a Tundra expert. So no, this would just be a straight check.
And actually,
Tracks
I'll-
of blood walking away.
I'll put out some like I'll put out some like canvas and put the bodies on it and cover them up and then get ready to drag them wherever they're going. So we can take it back.
Technically, my proficiency's doubled on that. So it's like
Really?
29.
Go for it.
Interesting. Okay, so 29 survival check. This is what Sahazar does.
Yeah.
Oh.
So in terms of tracks, no, you can't make any out. Considering how the snow has now fallen and just the scuffle in general. But you can see that there are several spots where people have been waiting. So this was clearly an ambush that was set up, waiting for this group to appear, and then they were pounced upon. You can't see any... No, you know what? Yes, you can see that there are some tracks of what look to be running boots heading to the east. You're able to follow them for a couple of meters, but then you hit the main road, and they're just lost beyond with all the other footsteps that have mushed that area.
Okay. And while Cesar's like going around and finding this stuff, he'll just kind of be like saying out loud what he's finding, and then kind of wander off, and then wander back and track them, to the east, and then.
You also spot buried in a stone next to one of the eviscerated individuals a slither of Shardlin, probably about the size of a pencil.
Oh.
Hoping not to see this stuff again.
What'd you find?
He'll turn around and hold out the Shardlin sliver in his hand.
You're actually touching it.
Oh, no.
Don't
Actually?
touch it. You gotta wear gloves or something.
Would he?
Well,
Wouldn't
he
we
probably
all?
knows.
Pick it up with a pair of tongs.
He was literally I don't know.
I mean, I'll
Has
just
an
grab it.
experiences in East Haven.
Hang on. What are you doing, Tazar?
Yeah, no, he'd pick it up, yeah.
Okay.
No.
Alright.
Say, just I found one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think you want to be holding that.
Trust me, I know what this is probably better than you do, and got a long
I don't think
history
you
with
do.
it.
Yeah, we've killed the dragon. There's no more risk,
Better
right?
than we do? Vulwin literally killed a dragon made of it.
Yeah, I did. I'm just like a small little grin just creeping up for a moment. And just like,
Yes, congratulations.
I was there.
Emo
I saw
first.
it.
Yeah,
yeah, but like, why'd you just pick that up? That's
because it's not safe to let lying around.
That too.
I can add it to the rest that I have in my bag.
Kept some?
I kept a lot.
Oh my
After we asked you not to.
I mean, I want to make a shield out of it.
that's supposed to be in the lava,
No!
melting away.
We're not supposed to use that for anything.
Why?
Because it
It's-
mind controls people.
Yeah, I plan on getting it purified somehow. In fact, you might want to ask, your boss about
No.
learning how to do that, because that was invaluable last time.
Well, the person who could do that last time is possibly under the influence of Shar now.
Well,
Well, I don't
no,
know.
Itawash purified it.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
gave it the power of the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle.
No, that's true.
Yeah, she blessed it, I guess, yeah.
I mean, once it's purified, you could give it the power of the moon, and then we could have moon shard.
I have a feeling Itawash has more important things to do, but
I don't think so. This is probably it. This is kind of big, end of the world type stuff.
yeah.
Zagrax, give me a history check. Or intelligence if you don't have history.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I don't.
Nope.
Okay.
It's all these hidden DM rolls.
I don't know how to change them.
Hi.
Let's be at the top of the thing.
Yeah, the thing.
He's using
Yeah, just press the thing.
sheets.
Oh, you're using the thing.
he's using D&D Beyond.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There you go. Should be fixed.
Hey,
Push the button.
Button.
your button push was better than my button push.
Unfortunately, it doesn't count, so sorry. You rolled a 9, FYI.
9, yeah.
Nice.
All right. Anyone know where we can find the bright ones? Because I have some bodies.
Yeah, back at the camp.
Yeah,
Oh,
passed around.
They're just set up there? Or?
Yeah,
Oh.
every one of them wearing
Sorry.
a shiny scale-like thing.
Inside
Oh,
the yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's head there.
Okay, so you head back to the barricades, and there's a bright one standing on top of the barricade. Just kind of gives you a bit of a wave with his torch to acknowledge he's seen you. But he saw you
So
leave,
yeah,
so he knows who
that's
you are.
one right there.
Who's currently running the bright ones in town?
That would be Zagrax. The bright one
Yeah,
himself.
okay. Oh, he's in town?
Oh no, but he runs things.
Yes,
Bright
I
one.
understand that. But we need to talk to whoever is currently in charge about these corpses.
You mean,
These ones that I just dragged here. That were mutilated.
Oh, you... Okay. Yes, of course. That would be... As he scrambles to get a name. Open this up already, god damn it.
Wonder if I already met him.
His name is Duke
It's the guy. It's the guy I met walking around. It's Mick.
Newcomb.
It's not Mick. It's not Mick Newcomb either. Too many options.
You didn't have a name in mind for one of the current administrators of a cult in
Yeah,
the town of Two Colts?
I'm gonna laugh when he turns around, looks, says, "Oh yeah, it's Duvesta."
Yeah,
That would be Captain Reuben.
Reuben. Where can I find Captain?
I would imagine he's on the Northern Patrol at the moment, going along the North Road to Northgate.
Okay. How long until he's back?
Well, he's a patrol, so he tends to go up and down.
Oh, okay. All right. Just all night? That's what he does?
Until he
That's
decides
what
his shift
patrol
ends.
is.
That he's the boss. He chooses these things.
All right. We'll go find him then. Thank you. Any place I could leave these bodies for proper burial or cremation?
I mean, we didn't want to bring him too close because we don't know what might be infesting them, seeing as, their stomachs seem to have exploded.
They were cut open and they're frozen. They're not going to start rotting anytime.
They were cut open? I was told they exploded. Like guts and gore everywhere.
guts and gore everywhere, yes. Explosions, no. That'd be interesting. But no, it was from the outside, not the inside.
Well, if you just leave him outside there by the palisade, once some of the lads get off their duties, we'll see if we can do something about it. Not entirely sure where we'll bury them, though.
Yeah. Well, if you have a nice strong fire, that can work too.
That's true. Yeah, that might be a better option. Bit hard to dig with, frozen soil and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, leave them there. Thanks for bringing our comrades back to us, and we'll make sure it's dealt with.
Good. Yep, and I'll do that. Just as you asked.
Okay. So yeah, just put them by the by the barricade where he'd gestured, and then you head into the town square, I guess.
Okay. Well, are we going to head up north to where the fellow's patrolling?
Not a bad idea. I mean, we're just forming a patrol of our own, basically.
Yeah.
Well, it might be worth letting them know that the group was ambushed. It was a set ambush.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly,
waiting for them to show up.
if we could find anybody with these... where are the signs of self-mutilation? Would there be a spot that we could clearly see?
No.
As they walk around? No? It's
Usually
on
they
their
were
torso?
on the upper arm or their back.
Okay. So the group of them were killed, and then they were searched, and those that they found that had mutilation, those were the ones they cut out. All right.
Probably.
Well,
Looks like.
Are you explaining
they
that to us, by the way?
No.
Have you explained any of this to us?
Yeah, I've explained that they're pinatas, that they put stuff inside them. And then that's what's being sought out and cut out.
This is sounding too familiar.
Oh?
Yes.
Why? Oh.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I'd like to forget about that.
I
I
went
don't know
to.
if we can right now.
I seem to be missing some information here.
Don't worry about it.
That's for the better. That's a need to know.
He kind of looks at everybody in turn and just kind of shrugs a little bit of well, if you're not going to tell me, I'm not going to try and force
You have any problem with lizards?
He just kind of looks down at himself a little bit. And he's like,
No.
Well, hopefully you don't soon.
As we're,
he's just confused
heading-
at this point.
as we're heading north, Irilyssa will fill Salazar in.
Really?
Yes. Except for the
He...
stuff with
Except for
Groot.
the Thug part.
Except for
Yeah,
how we.
no, that's not good.
Yeah, I was
you can
about
just
to
tell him,
say.
you can just tell him what's up, what it's about, but not that you had one, and not that we
Yeah.
cured one, and not
I
that Thug
can
helped.
just. No. Well, no. We don't have to tell them. We can just tell
That's
them
not
that
in
we're healed
character,
in the
you got it.
spring to. What's his name?
That's true.
Solana.
Okay.
Oh. Well, after that, I might have a thing against lizards.
Actually, the self-mutilation part, Elora, did you have any evidence of that on yourself?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because I still theorize that this is something they put in themselves, not something that was put in them.
We'll
The
see.
mutilation to me was done by you.
What? I mean,
I don't think it was Tahko or I, but
I was trying the best with the knowledge I had.
no,
I know.
you and I sat in the waiting room. I remember.
No.
No, that's
I know, I know.
a different time.
Yeah. It's just a little-
Elora's stuck.
Yeah. Okay.
So you continue up the North Road, and you do eventually see the glint of 2 or 3 torches up ahead. And they seem to be moving slowly in your direction.
I guess we could just sit put until they arrive.
How much
Well, we should
how much time has
probably-
passed since we initially went down that way? Is it like actually night now?
No, it's been about an hour since you
Okay.
arrived, searched around, and then you're heading up. So it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
Given the state of things, I'd rather sit still and let them come to us. I really don't want to startle them.
Well,
Okay.
that's why we should announce ourselves.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh. You know,
Well,
they may
Would we
not-
have probably picked up torches on our own at this point? Probably.
We don't know who they are either. Actually, I would know who they are because I
If
can
you
see
got
through
one,
this
I do.
stuff easy peasy, can't I?
You can.
I have a
yes.
special. Yeah. So who's walking up towards us blind in the snow?
It looks to be 4 individuals, 3 of them carrying torches, one of them holding a cloak very tightly wrapped around themselves. They do seem to have the what's it called? The armband with the scale on it.
Okay.
They're all human, or at least humanoid.
Okay. All right. Then yeah, we should introduce ourselves. We're the Dawnbringers. Who goes there?
Ahoy, Dawnbringers! We're the Northern Patrol. I'm Captain Reuben.
Oh,
Reuben. Good. I'd like to speak to you about the attacks that just happened.
And he slowly gets closer to you guys. Opens his cloak a little bit, shakes off some of the snow that's appeared, and you see that he's the one that wasn't carrying the torch. The other 3 were. Yeah, blasted bastards, striking at our own during the night.
Yeah. They took something important. Can I talk to you in private?
Roll persuasion.
Okay. No, that's perception. Nice.
You're one of the Dawnbringers. All right, take 10, lads. I'm just gonna have a word with this one. And he peels himself away from their group and walks maybe 10, 15 feet to the side of the road.
Okay. Have an aside. They cut something out of your men. Something that was put in there. Is it Chardelin?
We've had reports that some of the more radical Bright Ones have been experimenting with the stuff, shall we say.
oh,
Okay. Well,
Oh no.
they're being targeted. They're harvesting it from your men.
Damn.
I don't know why, but we're trying to find it out. Do you have the rest of the shuttle in a safe, secure area?
It's in the cellar beneath the town hall.
Okay.
It's got
Good.
Devesa and Beldora on top of it, so I'd hope so. It's inside the barricade.
All right. Excellent. Then it should be a bit easier to find stockpiles of it elsewhere. Okay. That's just what I wanted to know. I knew they were cutting something out, but now I know for sure.
There can't be that many stocks of the stuff lying around. We did a pretty thorough sweep, but yeah, we're having problems with these radicals, so-called bright shards.
Right? Oh, I see. Now, do they still work for you, or are they split off in their own group?
They have formed their own group. Not entirely sure where they operate out of, but we see them from time to time, and I'm sure there are still some among our ranks we just haven't found.
Huh. They're not antagonistic, are they?
Not to us.
Okay.
They might be a little bit vigorous in their endorsement of the Bright One, but considering who he is, we wouldn't be.
Right? Understandable. I just hope they're making good choices. Okay. Thank you.
He did warn us not to use it, but some of them may not take all of his words to heart.
So,
Very
and one
well.
last thing Beware that that group that got
Oh.
attacked.
Oh, you snuck up. Sorry.
The group that got attacked. The assassins waited in ambush. Wasn't two groups passing the night kind of thing. They were waiting for the group to show up. Whether that's a normal patrol route or not, I'm not sure. But just be aware of that.
That
That's a
group
good point.
was, yeah, they were the Southwest Patrol. So if they're actually lying in ambush and in wait for us, damn it, we'll have to do more sweeps. Those are always dangerous, though, because it means we have to spread out.
Yeah, definitely don't spread out, but you might want to change up your route slightly each time.
Right, we'll take that under advisement.
You might happen upon them rather than the other way around.
Any ideas when the next attack will happen, or where?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
All I know is that after the attack, it seems that they ran east, but I lost them once they hit the main road.
Wow, you're really good at scouting.
Well, we'll keep an eye out, and if you say it's to the east, I'll put a couple of extra eyes that way, see what we can find.
At the very least, I'll be looking around as well. I can't say for everybody else here, but
I appreciate the extra insight. Reinforcements are what do we need.
Oh, and from what I've been able to divine, they work for the Lady of Whispers.
Well, that sounds pleasant, doesn't it? Not surprised.
always something.
From what I heard, those crystals can sometimes whisper to you. I wonder if that's what it is.
Ah, okay. That sounds wonderfully disturbing. Okay. Well, we've got work to do. Good luck out there.
Same to you. Keep your eyes peeled. Don't want to be losing any of the Dawnbringers to those bastards. Alright guys, you've had your break. Back to it. And he steps in with the others and they fall away from you guys.
Well, that's good news. I'll share that with everybody.
Okay.
So, the Lady of Whispers might be talking directly through these, well, Goddess of Whispers. Who knows? For all we know, it's Zagrax's mom.
Would be.
Oh. Or Arl.
Yeah. Or Arnold.
So it's bad.
Either one
Of
of
course
those
it's
is bad,
bad.
yeah.
Why would it not be bad?
Yeah,
This is Icewind. Why wouldn't it be bad?
always bad.
Right?
There's always something wrong in this damn place.
Yeah.
Tahko,
Yeah.
you have the most experience with these Charlatan. Do they whisper to you?
Have they ever whispered to me?
Not that you're aware of.
Nope.
Yeah, because if they whisper, I mean, you got quite a bit, so I'd probably be pretty loud.
I've
How much
also
did you say
never-
you had?
Like a underbelly chunk of the dragon.
Well,
Yeah, that'd be pretty loud.
Yeah. I've also never, buried it inside of myself either, so.
do they compel you to do something? Maybe it's not an actual whisper.
Ah.
Yeah,
Well,
Sahazar, roll me a intelligence check with advantage, because this is stuff you probably would know. Okay. So from it's
What a title!
wow.
that's what he was known as under Piava.
Wow.
Wow!
So, your memories of what exactly happened are a bit cloudy, but you do remember that, commands to be whispered in your mind, to be when you're thinking to yourself, you can hear words and, say, okay, we should go and do this. It would sound just like that. It sounds entirely logical and reasonable, and you would do it. Until you realise that actually, no, that wasn't logical, that wasn't at all reasonable when you managed to snap away from it. So
Yeah,
yes,
so
whispering in the darkness would seem to sound right.
Yep. Having had some unfortunate experiences with this, it is very akin to Bjarva and the way she works.
Ah, okay.
Wait.
Honestly, that's a sigh of relief. I don't want to deal with Shar any more than is necessary.
I mean, it's
You pick your demons, but
yeah.
Shar isn't a demon. She's the darkness.
darkness, frozen wastes, doom and gloom, it's all the same.
Oh no, they all have fun little flavors.
It's true.
But yeah, this is not a god, so that's a plus.
She just
Well,
happens
she
to, you
might be
know, work for a god.
Well, who doesn't?
Wait, which one?
Oral.
Oh, man.
Yes, Oral is still a goddess.
Well, I
Elora.
know. I just was hoping that maybe the answer would be something different.
Well,
Like what?
I don't know if that'd be a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know. That goddess of song and poetry sounded nice.
You know, I met Zagrax's followers back when they were just forming, and I think a lot of them are kind of crazy. So this could be anything.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to write a lot of poetry, and everyone seemed to hate it, so it might not be a good thing.
I mean, look
You
around.
can write.
Can you blame them for going crazy?
No.
Fair enough.
3/4 of the town is a smoldering wreck.
Fair enough.
And their
Well,
source of hope or faith is destroyed.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, he's just on a pilgrimage. He'll be back.
yeah.
Oh, that's all we need. He can come back and unify everyone here.
Vulwin, I was
Piece of
talking
cake.
about the House of the Morning Lord.
What does the house have to do with this?
It's
Everything.
okay. So you understand how the Temple of the Guiding Light is dedicated to Saloon.
Yeah.
Okay. So the House of the Morning Lord was dedicated to Aminator.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Just thought you were talking about the building.
No.
It's just a building.
It's what the building represents.
Did have worshippers in town, and those worshippers, you know, their religious leader turned into a nut, so that can cause some problems.
When you say that, Irilyssa just looks intensely guilty.
No, not you. You didn't turn into a nut. He did.
Big man, you should probably stop talking. You're not making this any better.
Well, what do we want to do next? Wait for the Dark Suns to come out?
No. My thought is we should probably take this big chunk of Chardelin that I've gathered and go back to the town center and put it in there. And then I could... did I prepare that spell? Yes. I can cast a spell to locate objects of Chardelin to the east. And if they're anywhere within, 1,000 feet of me for about 10 minutes of travel, I should know which direction it is, and I can home in on it.
Well, that's an
Okay.
interesting trick.
You're probably
Yeah.
going to find a lot of objects.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like such a bad idea, though.
Yeah.
And it'll probably lead you to the Bright Shards, I guess, as they're called.
Well, what I could do is I can look for an object of a particular kind, so I could home it in on a chatelaine the size of a fist or larger.
Or like the size of a claw.
Well, I have a very large fist, so it might be better. But yeah, the whole claw might work.
You know, like the one that was missing.
Oh, yeah, like the whole claw. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Wait,
if
there's one of those dragon's claws of chatelaine that we're trying to find here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep up.
Yeah, it was last in the Hive of Morning Lord. That place we were just
Where's
talking about.
Balthazar?
I love Board's
Look.
reaction.
Yeah, Tahko put it there for safekeeping, and it worked out.
We had to move fast. We had to chase after that dragon.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't blaming you. It was just a statement.
Oh, I
Yep.
understand. I just now understand the
Severity.
severity of what we're dealing with right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should have seen the townsfolk when they were clamoring after crystals. Yanking them from each other's hands, fighting over them.
Yeah,
That's what it's
and
led to.
probably stock pulling them. If we find the claw, that's great, but I'm pretty sure any decently sized chunks have been stashed away somewhere and are being looked after. They wouldn't just leave them. So long as we can find any stronghold that they have, I call that a win. I can cast the spell 3 times tonight, so we can search for a fair bit.
It's better than my idea of trying to pretend to be a patrol and see if they bite.
Yep.
Well,
No,
Like all of us we got here, we're just walking around. You want to pretend to be a patrol, just put a little silver shiny thing on your armband, and I'm sure they'll find you.
Yeah. The problem
You know,
is that even with that, we do kind of stand out comparative to normal individuals.
That's
As he
true.
looks around
that's
and looks
perfect.
up at Tahko and everybody.
We might just catch fish instead.
Except for you. You'd probably fit in with that.
As he stares at Elora, who's normal person height.
She shrugs. With her electric blue hair.
Yeah, it's dark out though. You can't quite see that.
And considering you're wearing cold weather clothing, you almost certainly
Yeah.
have a hood up. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before we do anything, I would like to go and at least report our findings back to Veldora and Duvesa if you want to just meet up back in the middle of town.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, and then you can stash away that the crystal that you have, Tahko.
Yeah.
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
Guess we're all going there anyway.
Yeah, and I don't want to just keep finding the crystal. Yeah.
Right.
Well, we've got a bit of daylight left.
As he looks up at the sky and there's nothing of light.
I mean, you
Might
can
as well use
still
it.
see the very faint orb of where the sun is. It's not completely gone. There is some light around, but it's rapidly heading for the horizon.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
we all got
So,
nothing better to do.
Sounds good.
all right, we head there.
Okay, so you head back to the town centre, able to get through the barricades just fine, and you make your way into the lean-to. And Beldora and Duvasa's not there at the moment, but Beldora is still kind of staring at the map and moving little chunks of stone around.
Did you win?
Not yet. Not while the town is still under threat.
Ah, true. Well, we're going to go out looking ourselves. Can I leave this for safekeeping with you, and I'll pull up just a massive hunk of Jarard.
You're just holding it up?
Yeah, with my bare hands.
Wisdom save, please.
Yeah,
Oh
can
my
do.
god.
That is a lot more than you said, Tahko.
What are you doing, big man?
I said a shield. I'm a big guy. I need a lot of shield.
You shouldn't be holding that. Put it down now.
Tahko's dumb.
I mean, okay.
Put it in the bag.
Yeah, that's supposed to be melted away underneath a mountain.
And you
Never
see
to
that
be
she's
seen again.
She's got 2 short swords at her side, and she's got hands on both the pommels, she's taking a combat stance, seeing you doing this.
And
good, I'm
Sazar's
good.
got a hand towards his blade on his back.
I'm fine at keeping my mind
Vulwin's looking very
For
intently at you.
now.
for
For
now.
now. With a piece that large, you never know what could happen.
Well,
Yeah,
I've been
you should
carrying it
not be
for a
handling
week,
that.
so.
As Sazar just like walks up and picks it up and is gonna move it to where all the other ones
Wait, and you should?
I told you, I have a long history of these.
If you're not working, never mind.
are. Or is the big one too big?
No,
Did you pick it up and pull it away?
it's too big.
No one should be touching this with their bare hands. As he
What'd you
grabs
say?
it.
Wait, we don't have
He didn't
bear
say
Tug of
no
war.
one. He said you should.
Yeah,
There's a big difference.
Tug of war.
I mean,
Tug
Gunner
of
and
war.
Zagrax have bare hands. We're fine.
exactly.
Irilyssa, Tahko, and Vulwin, you all notice that Beldora actually relaxes when Sahazar goes over and picks it up.
Okay.
Oh, Elora gets it, but doesn't say anything.
Hmm.
And Sahazar, you pick it up. What are you doing with this big chunk of Chardolin?
Eat it.
Starting to move it to wherever the other ones are. Ask Beldora where it's at if needed.
Beldora, this kind of like looks around, opens the front of the canvas, just takes a glance around, and then makes her way into the lean-to, ducks beneath what looked like just another chunk of rubble, but was actually a cunningly coloured piece of canvas, pulls that aside, and then there you can see the metal handle of a trapdoor.
Ah.
Smart.
If you just take it down there, deposit it with the rest, we'll keep an eye.
Can do.
Still want that back. I call dibs.
You don't need
As
it.
he's
I do.
going down, Sazar will just give you a look of like, yeah, no.
Look,
And
it
then
can-
just keep going down.
It can be purified and re-enchanted with other divine power. Just saying. Could be a great benefit in the long run.
I have heard that Chardolin does take magical power very easily, but I've not heard of it being purified in that way before.
A piece brought me back to life, I think. Right?
It did.
I look at Elora. See?
It did.
I died, and I got better because of it.
Happened to me too.
Goodness.
But I can't just go. We can't just go figuring out how to do that again. So
Yeah, I mean, why would we not want a means of keeping ourselves from dying again?
I mean,
I'm just saying it.
I'm not making it into a shield.
Okay, I mean, they were weapons before. You want to turn them into weapons we don't use?
Well,
If-
the issue is,
if-
what's the point of making it into a big shield? Because it'll get destroyed if you use the thing on it again.
Because if it's a shield, then,
Meanwhile,
then you'll always know where it is when I die.
I guess.
It won't be hidden in a pack or something. It'll be there on my body.
Ugh.
Okay, so Sahazar, you go down the rickety ladder down into the cellar, and you make your way through a second door, which is open but clearly lockable. And then in that second chamber looks to be some kind of prison, and there are a whole bunch of bags, just probably 6 or 7 bags that seem to be bulging and full of something. And you intuit that must be where this stuff is being kept, and you just put the chunk over by that stuff, hide it behind one of the bags,
Yep.
and then head back up.
I
Yeah,
mean, if
we
we-
definitely don't want anybody getting their hands on that amount of Chardolin.
Yeah.
Eesh.
probably shouldn't talk about it around Tahko. He'll get ideas.
Please
I mean, if
don't
it
talk
could be-
about it in general. People should not know where we're keeping this.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, if it-
Tahko, it's a secret.
Yes, I know.
Oh, you're good at those.
Allegedly.
Supposedly.
Only if they have to do with Tahko.
Well, I guess
Or
there's pieces
information
down there.
we need to know.
Yes. It's... All right. We're going to go out looking for them now. We'll definitely be bringing back more Chardolin. I'll say Chardolin under my, whispery.
Keep it here, that's for sure, though I'm not sure what we should do with it in the long term.
Purify it and turn it into magical things that we can use.
Okay, I'll ask. It's not right now.
Thank you.
I can also try. I don't know.
I'd say smash it.
Then we'll have smaller pieces we have to keep track of.
How did you dispose of the dragon?
Lava.
Killed it.
Well, magma, technically. With this, and I'll pull up my my little lantern with a heart.
Your little heart.
That was able to destroy Shardalin?
It was
really
bigger
big
before.
I shot
poke
it.
it.
It exploded.
I'll poke it. It was bigger before.
I see. Well,
Yes,
looks like that may have lost some of its power.
Hmm.
Yeah. That we
Vulwin's
swept.
arrow. Go. You go. Go ahead.
No, you had it. Go.
Vulwin's arrow found a hairline crack and caused the thing to shatter completely.
We have been able to shatter other pieces of Shardalin, but frankly we're not sure whether the dust is dangerous, whether the size of the piece matters.
Well, inhaling the dust in general would probably be bad.
Well, don't tell that information to the ones that worship the Bright One. They might start snorting it.
Oh,
If they haven't already.
no.
Yeah, we found out that
You know,
they started self-mutilating and putting pieces inside themselves.
There was a dumb giant who jumped on top of it and it exploded near him. I don't think anything happened to him. Right?
What happened to him, by the way?
Dumb giant? I think you mean a
I think
proud
they stayed behind
warrior
in good work.
Tall
of
tree?
the a proud warrior of the Goliath race.
Yeah, he stayed in Goodmead with the Spinning Stones, who are fellow Goliaths. He basically joined up with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big
The
dumb
egotistical
giant.
giant.
Wonder where I've seen one of those before.
As Cesar walks past and heads out of the tent.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
All right, let's get going. We'll let you know what horrors we run across. I'll wait for
Boy.
I like this job.
You just see Cesar shaking his head when you come out, just like, oh boy.
Fair enough.
Okay, so what are you up to now?
We'll head east. Let's see. This is the perimeter.
Yeah, do your thing.
Well, we want to get decently far away. Let's see. There's actually a measurement for distance on here, right? 1,000 feet. Perfect. So you take freehand here. 1,000 feet. Probably should have done that in the line tool. That's fine.
Actually, that's probably easier, because I know what I can do.
Hey, look at that.
It's like a
Do
little
that,
sonar
yes.
thing. Yeah.
Doesn't quite work.
Oh my gosh, 1,000 feet is gonna be like this entire freaking thing.
Yeah, you
You
could
know-
just like do a little radar scan.
Yeah, the east side.
Aren't you going
Yeah.
to cast a spell?
Yeah. Wait, did you move the thing?
I did.
That makes
Give me a
sense.
second.
Okay.
I have a plan. I can't pick the damn thing up.
Actually,
Let's make it bigger.
boom, 1,000 feet. I
That
even got
works
it
too.
better. So all we have to do,
You
no.
just walk
Is-
you can just walk in a small circle, arguably inside of the barricade, and still find stuff.
so right here,
True.
my search radius is, my search diameter is larger than the barricade. So we'll go right here, and then I'll cast that spell.
Is it within 1,000 feet
To
of
the
you, or is
outskirts
it
of the
1,000 feet? Circle?
Yeah, I was going to say it's double that.
Oh, is it double that?
Well, it's this radius, isn't it? And you're at the
How's
center.
it your radius?
so it's a circle.
Oh my
You're in the
God.
middle. so
Is it
1,000 feet
radius?
in both
I
directions.
would think so. Like within 1,000
Alright.
feet would be
Take
a
a
circle
look.
around 1,000
Hold on,
feet.
let me. I'll just click and put it right on the thing.
That's what I was trying to do. Like that's why I extended your little line, because I was going to make that bigger and then.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay
Oh,
then.
shall we take break right now? I think this is probably a good time for break.
Yes, I would agree.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So while Tahko works out how to make his 2,000 foot circle, we will take our break. So we'll say 5 past. We will
Okay.
resume. So you got about 6 minutes.
Okay.
02,
Oop.
05.
There we go.
Okay,
Whoa.
we'll be back soon.
Jeez. All right.
Okay, bringing us all back again. Welcome back, everyone. So, we were just talking about the radius that the locate object spell would work. Tahko was initially saying, I want to find a stockpile, and stockpile is not an object, it's a place. So, you have now narrowed it down to something. So, what are you searching for?
I'm searching for a chunk of Chardolin, 100 pounds or heavier.
You find one. Now, let me just see. Yes, okay.
So if we're right about here,
Yep.
because that's where you have to wander out.
So pretty much from where you are now, due north.
North, all right. Quickly north, and I'll start running up north. So
Quickly?
yeah, fast. I only have 10 minutes, so north, going north, going north, north.
Okay, well, you let us know when we get close.
All right, I'll run up to here at this crossroads.
Roll me an Arcana check. Let's just see how long your spell lasts.
All right. Where?
Rather
my
than
character
working out
sheet?
precisely how far you can move per minute.
Right. Arcana. Whoop.
Unfortunately, you get
Wow.
to roughly in line with the east gate before your spell fades, but you still have a very good idea of where it is. So let me just mark on the map where you were and where it was. So we'll say that you were about here when your spell failed. And it is due north from you, except it is due north down.
What?
Underground.
Oh. It's due north and underground?
Yep.
Okay.
Due north down.
All right. My spell failed, but we're going to the house in the morning.
Okay.
All right.
So it
So
didn't go much further than that, I guess.
I don't think so. I don't think it did. So yeah, we'll head over there.
Yeah,
Boop.
and I will go ahead and use pass without trace on our group to try to do so without being being less easily spotted.
Okay. We'll move stealthily there.
So you have, plus 10 stealth. So go ahead and give me a stealth check as a group. With plus
Okay.
10.
So we all roll.
See how well we're sneaking about.
Mm-hmm.
18?
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
14 plus 10, so 24.
Jesus, Salazar! No one can.
You
no one
are
knows
the
where you
shadows
are.
now.
Yeah, literally became shadows and gone.
So the only one that can kind of keep tabs roughly on where Sahazar is Vulwin, just because you're kind of
I'll
used
see your
to how
footprints later.
you don't see
Actually, there's no
footprints.
footprints.
Like Sahazar's
Nope.
not even leaving
Right.
footprints at this point.
Yeah, it's by magical means. Actually, you don't.
No one would be able to see him anywhere because everyone's hearing chung, 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 chung is here. Alyssa comes running up.
I mean, it's still a 15, and some of the clank, clank, clank is muffled by the
Yeah.
heavy snowfall.
Well, it's a
And-
5, isn't it? Because it's heavy armor.
Yeah.
Plus 10.
Yeah, but
At,
you
Yeah,
have
plus
plus
10.
10.
at the very,
Oh,
at
it's
the very
15
least,
still.
though,
Oh, yeah. That is
no matter how well you rolled or didn't roll for the stealth check, you still aren't leaving passes or traces of passage.
That's good.
So we're not leaving footprints. It's like immediately like disappear.
So you imagine you're fairly well hidden, and you head north, except Irilyssa. Every now and then you hear a clank, clank. Even though you try to
Muffled.
hold the armor together, every now and then a clatter still escapes.
Okay.
And I know it's getting closer tonight. Those with keener eyesight might be able to notice that Vulwin's eyes get a little brighter.
Ooh. Neat.
Noted. Okay, so you guys make your way up towards the ruins of the House of the Morning Lord, and you find the ruin there. There is still just a large pile of rubble, but clearly something has been tunneled into and extracted, which you probably imagine you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, seems quiet here.
I will recast my spell.
Okay.
So from right just south of the Morning Lord's home, or crushed home, where is the Charlatan?
Okay, so you cast the spell again, and you take a moment to focus your energies and your thoughts and your belief in knowing where this item is. And you get this sense that it is somewhere beneath you at this point. Though you... yeah, it's only the direction, so you just know it's somewhere beneath you.
Okay. Like beneath, be at an angle or directly beneath?
At a slight angle going northwest-ish, but it's pretty close.
All right. I'll take off heading northwestish until I sense it directly below me.
Okay. Then you get to... I'll just go move my little circle, except that's not the moving circle thing, that's the moving circle thing. I'm going to zoom in so I can actually select it. Nope, that's going to work. Let's just make a new circle. So you sense, and you have to clamber over the rubble to do this. But it's about there.
All right. So I'll run off again, and I assume people, keep up with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna run after you.
And then here we are. It's here. Down.
Okay.
It's below us, directly below us.
Okay.
So they burrowed into the ground.
Yeah. Or there's some kind of underground tunnel system or sewer.
It could be a hidden chamber of the House of the Morning Lord.
That's true. Well, why don't we all scatter a bit and hide, and then we'll see if anybody comes up for a little while? Because it's just about that time for them to come out of their burrow.
I guess.
Unless we want to start looking for hatches.
No. I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts to see if I can find anybody within 30 feet of us.
Okay.
The spell can penetrate barriers up to 2 feet.
But not lead.
But not lead.
You reach out to see if you can instinctively guide yourself to the thinking matter of sentient beings around you, and you find 4.
Okay. There are
Good
4
sign.
people.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, no, there's more than that.
They're over there somewhere.
No, there's like you look over to where Irilyssa is, and there's one of them. You look over to where Tahko is, there's another one.
Oh!
Look over to Zagrax, there's another.
I know, she's like, there's more people, very
And if
confidently.
Zagrax was there, it would still only be 4. Sad.
Well, yeah, because you're not allowed to play 2 characters.
Indeed.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
I'll look around to see if I can find any tracks of coming and going besides us or anything of that sort.
Alright.
Give me another survival check.
Whoa!
Technically,
So-
I think it's double. It's still got the double.
Yikes.
So 28 again.
Nice.
Only 1 less than last time. So you look around again, trying to find signs of passage or movement. And strangely, no. Like, you would expect to see at least footprints from guard patrols or something, but there is nothing here. Except you do find one thing. at the base of... I'm going to make another circle, make this one red. This building over here, a little scratch at the bottom right of the doorway, which is a little oval with the wide parts to the sides, and then a line straight through the middle, vertical.
I'll be damned.
He'll like wander back over to the group.
Well, might have found something.
Oh,
Looks like there's a little mark on the door over there that is akin to the Dark Sun's calling card.
Good eye. Let's go say hi.
Body.
Hmm?
An exploded body.
What?
No, an eye with a scar over it.
Oh, that's their thing?
Okay.
All right.
I mean, so far, the only things they've killed would be their calling card. I just want a clarification, that's all.
Whatever.
All right. All right, we'll go check it out.
Okay, so you head over to this building, and this one is still mostly a ruin. Like the walls around you are probably about 3/4 still constructed. The roof is very much imploded and crashed down, but there is I wouldn't say a chamber because it has nothing above it, but there's like several ruins of rooms that lead in from this entryway.
Well,
Okay.
guess we start looking.
So it's the skeleton of a house, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, we'll try and find a basement in that skeleton. Or a hatch or something.
Yeah, if there's a marking here, there might be another marking somewhere else, too.
So
Just
two
keep
of
your
you
eyes
give me an investigation check.
Not me.
I'll keep an eye open for if anybody else is like approaching or anything. I'll take guard basically.
Okay. My investigation isn't stellar. I can see in this winter weather really well. So
You
I'll keep
have
that up.
that magnifying glass too.
Oh yeah, that's true. It gives me advantage, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, this might be a good time to do that.
Okay.
Honestly, if anybody else is really good at it, you should probably take it. But because I am not the best.
I rolled
16 and
Wow.
17. Okay.
Phew.
Looking around, you don't see any signs of hatches or anything else which is an entryway. You're not 100% sure? Like, what are you looking for here?
anything that looks out of place, even though that it's destroyed. But anything that looks a little out of place, I guess.
Well, I mean, this place is a ruins. I'm looking for like, oftentimes kitchens might have like a hatch that would lead to like a larder. Looking on the outside for a cellar entrance.
Okay.
Anything that would naturally lead to underground on a building.
Okay. So, looking around, you take it in turns, or rather, you take a room each and you start looking around. Tahko, you pull out the magnifying glass and use that to kind of highlight various details which are of interest to you. And Tahko, you do eventually find in what looks to be the ruins, probably of like the master bedroom, where the bed used to be. You still have like the ruined frame of it, but there's a block kind of at knee height next to the bed, which seems to be sticking out at a slightly strange angle.
Okay, I'll jiggle it.
As you jiggle it, are you just jiggling it or are you pressing it?
Everything.
Okay. You push it and it slides into the wall pretty easily, and as it does, you hear the scraping of stone from beneath the ruins of the bed, and the bed itself sinks into something.
Okay, I'll give a little whistle, and then I'll try and move it more and find a way in.
I mean, it's fairly obvious what you need to do. You just need to pick up the bed ruins and chuck it aside, because it's just the debris of the bed that's fallen into this hole.
All right. So yeah, I'll just pick up the bed, set it to the side.
So yeah,
I'll go.
I couldn't figure it out from the description. I thought it was some fancy mechanical thing.
No, but it does seem to have rotated a piece of stone which had been covering what looks to be a circular staircase that goes downwards.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just pick that up and move it too.
I'll go say when he whistles, I'll look and see that what he's doing, and then go get the rest of the group.
Okay. So the rest of you pile into the bedroom, and Tahko probably takes you about 10 minutes or so, but you clear the rubble from this gap, and then you reveal the circular staircase going downwards into the darkness beyond.
All right.
I don't think they use this entrance very often if it takes this long to clear it to get into it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Unless they want to
Everybody,
get hidden.
everybody pile in, and I'm going to put the bed back on the stone plate, and I'll get ready to pull the whole thing back over us once we're in there. So.
Well, sorry, I'm not making this clear. It's not a bed; it's the ruins of a bed.
Yeah.
So it's just like the bits and pieces of the frames that have splintered and shattered apart.
Basically, I'm putting a bunch of crap back on the stone plate so I can pull the stone plate over us.
Okay.
So if anybody comes around here, they'll be like, oh, that's still in place. Clearly, no one would be strong enough to put that back over the hole that they just walked into.
Okay, give me a dexterity check. Let's just see how good a job you do with this.
Oh, dear. All right.
Jams his fingies in it.
Oh, yeah, nailed it. That was with advantage accidentally.
So 5, great. Yeah, you're pretty confident that you've done a good job of this, and you put stuff roughly where you think it is, and you tug at the stone and it doesn't move, and then eventually you find a little clip, then you tug that and it rotates as opposed to being shifted, which completely throws the stuff that you put up on top in a different shape. But you've closed it and there's stuff above you.
Yeah, I'm brilliant. I got this.
Of course.
Yeah.
The rest of the party are just standing there, like watching Tahko as he disappears into this hole and covers himself up.
I told them all to get in first.
Or like, everybody just watch him walk away. Like,
I know, I'm a genius as he closes.
As I disappear into this.
Nobody said you were following, so yeah.
No, I followed.
Okay.
Okay, good.
yeah.
So you're now in this circular staircase. Irilyssa, you can still see because of your ability, likewise with you, Vulwin and Elora. Sahazar, Tahko, it is pitch black in here.
I'll take out my lantern.
Okay.
With my dragon heart.
As Tahko goes to
Zagrax
pull out his
immediately
lantern,
turns into a bear.
I'm gonna like put my hand on his and be like, I can just give you my sight.
What, for me?
You and
Oh,
Grandpa.
well, okay. Well, I'll put my lantern back away.
So Irilyssa will share her sight with Tahko and Sahazar.
Salad bar.
Salad bar.
Yeah, does that mean Tahko can finally see clearly?
Now that the rain is gone.
Oh, what? That's
We
not
haven't seen rain in years.
The snow is gone.
the rain's been gone.
Okay, so you're able to see with the abilities that Saloon has bestowed upon you, and you head down the spiral staircase, probably dropping. I mean, it's hard to judge, but you imagine probably 40 or 50 feet. Into.
Does it head east?
It's just down, straight down.
All right.
Until you find yourselves in a stone chamber with a wooden door with a heavy metal lock on it.
Okay. Is it locked? Is the lock locked?
The lock is locked.
Okay. Anybody know how to pick locks?
No.
All right. Anybody mind if I just open this door, the concussive way?
Well, just try breaking the lock.
I mean, the door's made of wood. It'd be a lot easier.
Be loud.
Could I try to use acid breath to melt the lock?
Absolutely. What would that be? Roll me
Well,
an
you'll melt
attack.
the door at that point too.
Right?
Bro, what?
I
Roll
love
me
it.
an attack.
Just You just hit the whole area of the door
Ooh.
that has a lock. The whole thing just falls.
Can you like precision do that on the hinges so we can Tahko can just pick up the door and move?
True. Well, that's what.
that
That's
would
what
be so silly. No.
asked
No.
if I could, and then definitely to ask the party about. I have acid breath. Shall I use it to do something?
No, just do it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I've heard of real life thieves. Instead of getting through a door, they would actually just bring a saw and cut through the wall around the frame of a door.
Yeah.
Or take the entire frame and door out. If it works, it works.
The walls down here are solid stone, from what you can tell.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
even better.
maybe
We
not
can just
that.
have
Elora
Elora meld the stone out of it, and we can just.
Oh, yeah.
Could do that. I thought they were wooden doors.
Well, the doors.
The doors are wooden, but the stone that holds the doors in there.
Oh, that's true. You might have to
Yeah.
give her that idea because she's not actually that.
Okay.
We'll make her into a master
The
thief.
Sahazar takes a deep breath and then just blows out. So you going for the lock or you going for the hinges?
Honestly, it probably needs to be both of them because hinges and there's still a lock on it. It's still going to be locked.
Okay.
But going for the lock first, probably.
The lock is really heavy, and you probably melt through maybe half of it, certainly ruining the mechanism inside. And you, as you're reaching the end of your breath, quickly move over to the hinges, and those give way a little bit easier until there's like a gap, and you can kind of see beyond where the hinges used to be.
Did it eat the door around the like whatever holds the lock in place?
Yeah.
'Cause-
What's affected more, metal or wood? I would imagine wood probably by acid.
I'm just glad it doesn't
Yeah,
fill the
it
whole
would.
room.
So yeah, well, it's directed, and I'll say that Sahazar is well enough versed in how to use his own breath
I would hope so.
to not fill the room with his spittle. So yeah, you carve through the wood where the hinges are until you can basically see beyond. You put a bunch of your breath on the lock itself, but the lock is still there.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess we'll take a peek see through the hole that can now peek see through.
Good
Give
call.
me a perception check.
Wisdom. Nice.
You see nothing.
Cool.
Well,
job.
there's now a hole here, but I can't see crap through here.
Can you just open the door?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just open it.
I opened the door.
It's still wedged shut. Like, it's sagged a little bit now that the hinges are gone, but something in the lock still seems to be holding this thing firm.
Oh.
I'll grab the lock itself, then I'll just tug really hard to try
You
and just.
imagine it would probably
'cause-
be easier if you just shoulder barge the thing, because it seems to be held just by whatever bolt this lock has.
Yeah, but that's. It's a bolt style lock. Okay, I was
Yeah, it's
thinking
not a
padlock.
No, it's not a padlock. It's a bolt.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
why I
I'll
was
just-
saying that you need to do the thing in the hinges because it's probably
Okay, I'll just give it a good little shoulder check.
Okay, give me an athletics check. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure this won't be a problem, but we'll see how it goes.
Don't say that out loud.
So you,
What door?
how hard are you pushing this thing?
A short check. I don't want to. I don't. The door's been weakened, so I don't want to fall on my ass
Okay.
if the door is like paper thin.
So you just take a step back, brace yourself, and then just give a quick thrust against the door, and it does swing wildly open as the bolt just clink snaps, and the door just lands on the floor. And you all look through and see nothing.
What do you mean by nothing?
Nothing.
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 Like it's just a pure sheet of blackness.
Like the door went to nothing? Or it's actually just black?
Oh, it looks like there is a passage, but there is nothing there. It's just
Oh,
darkness.
okay.
Oh, there's still a passage. Okay. I'm like, are we looking into just a massive sphere of oblivion?
Yeah, that's what's gonna be like.
You don't know. There is literally just nothing there.
Okay. Well, I'll walk into the nothing.
Okay. You are immediately bathed in, like, it feels like you are blind. You can't see anything around you. You put your hands out and you can feel the sides of the door, but that's it.
Oh.
All right. Can I feel the walls on either side?
If you move around to the walls, then yes.
Yeah, I'll do a rock back and forth so I'm still touching wall and just walk forward.
Yeah,
Listen carefully.
You can follow the walls around.
Okay.
Does he normally just like walk into whatever this is?
Yeah.
Hey, Tahko, you still alive?
Yeah, it's just blackness.
What?
And for the rest of you, like, Tahko, as soon as he walked in, just disappeared. Like, even the light
Right.
from his lantern isn't shown.
Well, it wasn't before, but yeah, I'll pop my head back out and be like, it's just darkness, like, magical darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it is. Just pretend the lights are out,
Okay.
and I'll go walking back
Sounds
in,
like a bad idea.
and I'll be rocking back and forth to make sure I'm in a hallway and I haven't entered like an more open chamber.
Okay.
You know we're not going after you, right? We're not just gonna walk into magical darkness.
Unless you
Yeah,
can
let's
fix
know
it.
how it goes. Let's know if you trigger a trap at the end.
Okay.
I'll go, but only if we can have I can make sure you're there.
No.
Yeah, tie a
just
rope
gonna-
to each other.
I'll just scout it out and come back. And if you hear me screaming in pain, then wish me goodbye.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want me to make sure you're here now?
No, I don't know. I just want to walk in here to find the Charlatan.
Yeah, but
Oh, the Charlatan, yep.
but we could have a connection.
You want to tie a rope to me and you hold onto the rope?
No, with our brains.
Oh, sure. Give me a brain connection.
Okay.
Be sure that's gonna work, Elora.
Does that even work though?
I don't know. It's new to me.
Do I
You
have
tell
to
me.
keep seeing them?
No.
Oh, no? Okay,
Does
then
it
yeah, I
require
will do
that
that. I
Tahko
will
has a
utilize
brain?
2 patron points to create a telepathic connection with Tahko.
Okay.
Patron points.
Yes, and now we can talk to each other in our heads.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'll be like, okay, you can go now
Wait.
in my head.
Can you hear all of his secrets
Whoa.
in his head?
Okay, so I see where the confusion was. So to use it in the first place, you need to see them. But as soon as you have it, that connection is there, and it's like you've now got a wire connecting you.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. If I'm seeing him, then it's fine. And then if I can't see him anymore, does it disconnect?
No, you can still do
Okay,
it.
then. Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be able to necessarily see them a mile away. So
Yeah, okay, good point. Well, unless I was Irilyssa.
true.
Okay. So,
Okay. And so I'll be
yeah.
like, okay, connect. We're good now in my head to you.
oh, okay.
What are you
That's weird.
doing?
I just want to make sure that you don't die, and if we can't hear it, then you can yell, "I'm dying," and then we can come after you.
And for the
Okay.
record, the rest of you are not hearing any of this. Like this is
Yeah.
purely in
Yeah, well,
silence.
did you do anything like with your motion? Because you said this beforehand.
Yeah, yeah. No,
And then you're
everything
just
was
sti-
out
and then you're-
loud,
and then
she
you're
just
just
got
sitting
very
there.
silent.
Yeah, that's what like Vulwin said. What are you doing? You just stop talking.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm talking to Tahko in my head.
yeah. This is some Danica stuff. Why do you know Danica stuff now?
I'm sorry for you.
It's a gift.
Oh, from Danica?
No, from Midawash.
Oh, Itawash stuff. Okay.
I have to have the slug on to talk to Danica.
Yeah, but I used to have the thing that I gave to Danica that let me talk to anybody.
Oh, no, it's not like that.
Oh, okay. Well,
What are you two doing?
We're just staring at each other.
no, I'm already turned back around. I'm walking.
you're
in.
going
This
now?
is just small
Okay.
talk as I'm checking things out.
All right, so Tahko, give me an investigation check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage? Oh, because
It's
I'm blind.
dark. You can't see anything.
Fair enough.
Disadvantage? Question mark.
6.
You follow the chamber around for a bit, and then the wall disappears in front of you.
Okay, so it's like a straight corridor, and then it ends in a flat surface in front of me.
So for you, it's you're like following the stone, and then your hands just give way in front of you.
Wait.
Like you're pressing against something as you're following the wall around, and then suddenly there's just nothing there.
Okay.
Oh,
so
okay.
Combat started then. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Something gave way. All right, I'll reach off to the side. Can I still feel the walls on the side of me?
Yeah, you can still feel like there's a portal there, and there's a bit of a weird divot where one of your hands is resting. At this point, it's probably your right hand.
All right. Yeah, there's something weird in here. I'll keep feeling it around.
As you
there's
reach down a little bit, you find another bit of a divot, and your foot kicks something hard to your side. You almost trip over it.
All right. Man, if only I had bat powers. Yeah, I'll keep blundering around like an idiot.
Okay, so you make your way through this opening?
No, I'm gonna check the divots to try and figure out what they are.
They're strangely smooth. Like you can't really tell what they are. They're just divots in the stonework, like on the edge of the stone. So if you've got like
just like all right. And I'll reach down and touch what I tripped over. Did I move it when I kicked it?
Yes, it slid a little, but it seems to be pretty heavy.
Oh, okay. Then I'll feel out the dimensions of it and try and pick it up.
So it seems to be probably about 4 feet wide and somewhat deeper than that. As you feel around, your hand comes to like the texture of this thing itself is. Although everything around you is quite cool, this has a bit of a. It's not warm, but it's not as cold, if that makes sense. Feel to it, and then eventually your hand touches something which is suddenly cold, roughly in the middle of this thing.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, with a bit of strength, you're able to lift this thing up and forms a solid shape in front of you.
Okay, I'll pick it up and then I'll scuttle my way back out of the dirt.
How? Where's the exit?
What do you mean? Where's the exit? I was able to touch the wall at all times.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Until the wall disappeared.
The wall in front of me, not the walls on the sides, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're just going to touch the side again, then start going back.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as I still have access to the side of the wall, I still know where the side of the wall is. I can follow that back to its origin.
Okay, so you start following the side of the wall again, carrying this thing with you, and it's difficult. Like, this thing is bulky. And eventually you get to the point where the wall again seems to disappear. It just has the solid stone edge to it.
Okay. It's something that gave way before, right?
No, it's just nothing there. It's just nothing.
I'm walking and there's just no entrance back to where the rest of the group was?
I mean, there is
Probably
nothing.
probably what's not there.
A square.
It's probably what's
nothing.
not there.
Okay.
You
All
might
right,
be standing at an entrance.
Let me draw this out. So,
and yeah, the rest of you see this hand like suddenly just reach out towards you guys from this darkness.
Yeah,
I cut it off.
I can see your arm.
Tahko, is that you?
Tahko?
So,
is it?
You can hear
Did you
Vulwin's
hear us?
voice very close to. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'll walk up towards Vulwin's voice carrying this thing.
So you pull through the thing and you find that you're carrying the door that you just knocked down.
You almost lost an arm.
Are you kidding? I thought I walked further in than that.
He followed the wall around.
Okay. Can you draw out the room that I
It's a
walked
box.
no, because you can't see.
I can feel it. In other words,
That does make sense that it's a
Alright.
box. If you follow the wall.
I was leaning from side to side, touching the walls,
Yeah.
Tahko,
And I walked in, and then I felt something big, and I picked
Tahko.
it up and carried it back, but apparently it was the door.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, good job.
but this wasn't a straight hallway, or
So
the door flew that far?
It
or-
wasn't a hallway, it's another chamber. And
Okay.
I may have misunderstood what you were saying, but I thought you were following the wall around. And you basically followed the wall all the way around.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's what
Yeah,
happened.
I think Highwind, you're talking about from the presumption that you had two hands, one on each wall, but there was no
There was
wall
only
to
one
Yeah.
both
wall.
sides.
That's what I was describing.
Oh,
I
no,
can see
sorry.
how that
No, as
could
soon
be.
as you like step through, there's nothing on the sides. You have to kind of feel behind you to get the wall itself.
Okay. So it feels as though there's a circular chamber ahead. I found this.
Square. You felt corners.
The door.
I felt corners. Okay, it's a square room ahead.
In fact, you know
Square-
what? No, we'll go circular. Because I didn't say you felt corners. So yeah, circular room.
All right. All right. There's a circular room ahead. Nothing on the sides. I'll walk straight ahead until I hit wall now. Well, at least I'm telling this to the group. I'll go back in there and walk straight ahead until I hit wall, and hopefully I'll trip over a giant chunk of shark.
Okay.
I've had enough of this, and Irylyssa's gonna cast Full Moon in the middle of the room.
Okay, what's that do?
You could have done this the whole
Basically the
time.
daylight spell.
This is great. This is great. I
Oh
love it.
my god!
I connected to Taco's brain
It's just
for no
daylight
reason.
reskinned as a full moon.
That's wonderful.
All right. In my brain, you get God damn.
Yeah. Elora just laughed suddenly.
So you cast Full Moon, and you're immediately almost blinded by the intensity of this silvery light that shines around you.
Ugh.
But the section in front of you is still black.
Oh.
Oh.
Honestly, the darkness sounds better.
Ah, yeah, you hear Elora like, oh, it's so bright.
All right, that's light.
Oh,
I
I cast it into the darkness, like,
in the dark area.
Like 30 feet ahead into the darkness where the room might be.
yeah.
From a point you choose within range, but you can't really choose a point because you can't see it.
A point in space could be 30 feet that way.
Okay, we'll say that. Okay, in that case, nothing happens.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Scratch that then.
Wish I had
Oh.
Still uses the spell
right
slot,
now.
but no, nothing happens.
Wow, that's a
What did
third
you-
level spell. You
What did you do? Because you said something, I think.
Yeah, I did say I had enough of this, and you guys have seen me cast this spell before. I cast it
Yeah.
in the Giant's Tomb. There's supposed to be the light of the full moon in here now.
Just looks dark.
Yes, I know.
Taco, is
Let me
it bright
try
in there
some.
now?
what?
Is it bright in there now?
I'll walk back in a bit.
Nothing. It's pitch black.
Nope. I'll take out my lantern for a split sec.
Nothing.
Nope. Black screen. I'll try and knowing enough about magic, is the darkness not actually darkness, but an illusion of darkness?
Not that you can tell. I'm not sure how
Okay.
exactly you would identify that.
You open
Right?
your eyes. It just forces your eyes shut every time you walk in.
Like, that's actually better than real darkness, because you can allow all of your people to know it's an illusion of
Yeah.
darkness, and then everything.
Right.
It's weird.
I've used that
I
once or
can
twice.
Just look at the darkness and just be like, "Are you real?" Just-
Are you real? You have to tell me if you're not real. That's how it works.
All right. Well, I'm tired of this too, so I'm going to go blundering around some more.
Okay.
And yeah, this time I'm going to. I'll just walk straight, as straight as I can, 1 foot in front of the other.
Okay. You
Oh,
walk
okay.
one foot in front of the other. I'm guessing with your hands out in front of you. What have you done with the door in the meantime?
I just set it down in the lit area
Okay.
that isn't dark.
So you walk straight into the chamber, just blindly feeling in front of you until cold stone ahead of you, slightly curved.
Okay. Damn it! No. You hear
How
in my
far
head.
away does he sound? Actually, like he's still pretty audible. Oh, that's in your head. Never mind.
As far as I
Never
know, I
mind.
still passed without
That was
trace.
yeah.
There's nothing in
more
here.
than, if you're more than 30 feet.
The... No, probably wouldn't be. Roll me a... Flipping hell, what would this be? I'm going to say intelligence, because you're kind of guesstimating how loud the footsteps are in a chamber you don't really know the size of, and the echoes and things. So I'll say intelligence, just straight intelligence.
For me?
Yeah.
No, there's nothing to roll. If he's still within 30 feet, pass without trace is actually still covering the footsteps.
Oh, so you're
Technically.
impossible?
I mean,
Okay, in that case, no, you
so
don't hear
so
any.
actually, I would say I would reread that because like flavor text it says it covers footsteps. Mechanically, it says it gives a bonus to sneak. So I don't know if it's actually just trying to imply that it's harder to hear or if it actually removes the sound of footsteps.
No, I'd say it removes. I mean, that's the part, the plus 10.
So
Because stealth
another
check is audible as well.
quick question. We went straight down here. Is this room to the east of there?
You don't know.
What do you mean I don't know? If I walked down and there's a
Well,
route
yeah, but you
from
went
there,
around in a circle.
We went in
for 50
circles
feet
multiple
downwards.
times, about 50
Yes.
foot down.
I got that. But when we started at the bottom of this chamber, which way is the room full of darkness? Is it to the east?
You don't know.
It's in front
I
of
don't
us.
know.
Which way
It's
is
in front
east?
of us.
It's in front
East-
of you, exactly.
When we got here and we went straight down, I can tell which direction I'm facing when we
Can you
reach
tell
the
a
bottom.
direction
Underground?
in a spiral
With
staircase?
no
though?
landmarks? No, you can't.
What was this, a spiral staircase going down?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
You've been in that darkness too long. Get Tahko out of there. He's forgetting everything.
Yeah,
It's
Elora,
actually
you just
a
hear it.
sensory
Oh.
deprivation.
Oh.
I say
Alright.
at this point, with pass without trace, with the complete darkness, it's like a sensory deprivation chamber. Taco's losing
Yeah.
his mind in there.
Yeah,
All right,
This is horrible for you. In
all
fact,
right,
I'm
I'm
gonna... Give me a will save, Tahko.
Honestly, I'm keeping my eyes closed in there for a good chunk of it.
All the
So,
same,
Wonder
give me
you
a will
can't see
save.
anything.
give me a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay,
So while this is going on,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm going to pull out my hammer.
Hang on. Irilyssa
no,
wants to do
no.
something. Go on.
so while this is going on, I'm going to target the darkness with dispel magic.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see what that does.
I cast magic missile at the darkness.
I have to make
And you hit Tahko.
an ability check with my spellcasting ability. DC is
So that would be an Arcana check, I think.
well, no, it's just a wisdom check.
Oh, okay. Right, spellcasting ability. Yep. Go for it.
All right,
Are you casting this at 4th level or higher?
I'm keeping my 4th level spell for right now.
All right.
21.
Ooh.
Dang.
The darkness fades. And Tahko, you find yourself now just standing in a circular chamber.
Tahko,
Hey, I
Tahko
did
has his
it.
eyes. Tahko has his eyes closed. Just pointing that out. He doesn't know
Yeah,
it
Tahko
disappeared.
does have his eyes closed.
Most of the time,
like,
yes.
your
Except
eyes are
the
closed,
moonlight.
but suddenly behind your eyelids there's an intense silvery light.
Oh, the casting is still there? Of the... Okay.
Nice.
Hey, I think I did it. And I'll check the wall. Did I touch anything special that caused the darkness to go away? No.
But still,
No.
Tahko calls out, I did it!
You've done nothing but wander around in the darkness for at least half an hour.
It hasn't been half an hour. It's been like maybe
It
10.
feels like it
Like
has.
With the time to go down, it probably has been about half an hour since you started down here.
Okay. All right. Well, nevertheless, thank you for getting rid of the darkness. What do we see in this room?
It is a bare, circular chamber.
I look for
It's full
the.
of bears!
Oh no.
We're inside a bear. No, I'll look for
The,
the divots I felt on the wall. Can I find those?
Oh yeah, they're the hinge marks on the doorway.
Of course. But there's nothing apparent here at all.
The only blemish in this circular chamber's wall is the doorway.
Tahko.
Everyone look for something.
Okay, I'll detect.
Yeah.
Can I cast detect magic?
You can.
It's in the area.
Yeah, I'd say check the floor.
Do you want it to be even more blindingly bright for you? Because
So, Elora, with
the
your
whole
detect
light
magic,
effect is...
Right.
this whole area is under intense evocation.
Yeah. Oh, is there anything other than that?
Not that you can tell.
Oh, can you turn off the stupid moon? Can't
No.
see anything.
Ooh.
I want the real moon.
Damn.
Nice save.
Irilyssa
Nice
just
save.
glares at you, and she snaps her finger, and everything goes dark.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well,
Except for
either way
Elora,
works
because
for
she has
me.
got dark vision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's fine.
And we still have.
I mean, everybody has dark vision,
Yeah.
so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I'm gonna check for the floor to see if there's any any more trapdoors or something.
Sure,
And
give
I'm
me an
gonna pull
investigation check.
Sure.
And I'm going to take out my hammer and go dunk on the wall, take a step,
Nope.
dunk on the wall, take a step, and see
Smooth wa-
and keep going around until I hear something that isn't solid stone.
Yeah, the floor is completely smooth to you, Vulwin. Tahko,
this
give me an
is
investigation check.
This is some good stonework.
Do I get advantage for the eyeball thingy that I have? The eye class?
Magnifying glass.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Woo.
The
Woo! Wow, 21.
Whoa.
21.
So checking the walls. Dink, 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 dink. Nothing.
Nothing?
Maybe it's just a room. I don't know why it's dark though, or it was dark.
Tahko, I thought you said the Shardolin was down here.
It's being hidden somehow.
Hmm.
Well, not in the darkness.
I assume there's nothing like looking at the walls and anything. There's just like no markings whatsoever on any of it. It's just like stone.
It's just a stone circular chamber.
Is it brickwork? Is it solid stone? Is it rough stone?
Solid stone.
Been worked?
You can't
Immaculately.
tell.
It's not a cavern?
It does. You don't see any signs of tools. No tool markings.
So it's like a natural cavern we're in?
It's not a cavern. No, it's just a circular chamber.
Okay. All right.
I feel like we're missing something. I feel real dumb.
In fact, with that investigation check, Tahko, as you're kind of hitting the stonework and you're getting a bit annoyed, a little piece of stone chips away and falls, and you bend down, flick that piece aside, and you notice at the very, very base of the floor signs of scratches, like something there has been moved.
Hey, Salazar, see if you can't make something out here.
Walk over and take a peek-see at whatever Tahko was pointing out.
You see just scratch marks in that little part of the floor.
It's like scratch marks.
Well, yeah,
Scratch
I
marks.
got that, but of what?
Roll
I'll
me
tap
a-
the floor. I'll tap the floor and tap the walls just to see if there's like any hollow section. Because if you hit solid stone, it makes a distinct noise. If the stone is only like an inch thick and there's another room on the other side, it makes a different noise.
Yeah, I realize.
That's what I'm trying to do here.
I realize. So you do that to the floor, and it does have a different sound to the walls.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There's another chamber down here somewhere.
Hey.
I'll tap around to get an idea of how big this chamber is down there.
It's the same sound.
For the
regardless
whole...
of- yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Why don't you just like slam yourself into some walls or something?
Well, I'll get away from everybody, and then I'll just lift up my hammer and kaboosh right down on the ground.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to need you all to roll a Constitution save.
Everybody?
That's the thing.
all of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not what I
got a
expected.
12.
Oh, good.
20.
I got an 18.
I crit failed.
So, Irilyssa, you take 18 points of sonic damage. Sahazar, you take 12 points. As Tahko starts slamming his hammer into this confined quarters where the echoes just like a gunshot ring out, and you just have this ringing sound in your ears. Irilyssa, you are also deafened for the next until I tell you.
Just the one spot, but yeah.
Taco is too loud. Stop.
Why did you do that?
That's not what I meant.
It's too loud.
What?
Did the floor break way?
What?
Roll me an athletics check.
All right, that's the important part.
What?
25.
You took a chunk out the floor, probably 2 inches or so.
Hmm?
I'm sure there's a different way to open
Could you
it.
not do that while we're in here?
If it's stone, can't I just change the shape of it?
I don't know. You can do that.
Elor's just been standing there
yeah.
watching him do
You did that.
What are you shaving?
We're talking about Taco's an idiot.
What?
Hey, I thought there was a hidden chamber underneath the floor. Yeah, just start digging through the wall.
Yeah. Well,
We're
I'll
going
try-
to a wall?
Well, I'd rather just change the shape of the area that we need to change.
We gotta look for the Shardlin. What are you guys doing?
We don't know what it is you need to do, so just start. Honestly,
I can't
here.
Change
Just-
everything?
I mean, does that power work with tools as well?
No. Pretty much just your hand.
Really?
Well,
Hey
it's
guys, my ears really hurt.
I'll look over. I imagine that there's like blood running.
it's kind of like I'm a like a clay maker person.
Playmakers use a lot of tools.
Oh, that's creepy.
So this is like you can shape
white.
like stone shape for you basically turns the ground into clay and then you can mold it.
Yeah. So I guess I could, but I have to like touch it first.
I
Well,
mean, if you can.
Was there like a hole in the 2 inches that you did smash?
No.
No. Okay.
There's nothing below. Okay.
Well,
Why didn't you check in that hole that Tahko made?
Oh my gosh. Well, if we can figure out where I should change the stone, that would make it a lot easier. Because otherwise, I might just be wasting our time.
Like that's valuable at this point.
All of it seems like a waste
They're
of time.
growing prone and eating a lime?
Just pick up
Will
stone.
you
and
shut up?
move it.
You're too loud.
Stop talking!
Owen's gonna turn to
What?
Irilyssa and be like, and he's gonna point to his ears, and then he's gonna point to you.
So what are you doing?
So, wait. So, did you find a hollow area or not?
No.
No, there's just a little divot that's been like a shard of stone has been chipped away. That's the word.
Okay. So you think that there's an underground door latch, but we don't know that there's an underground door latch.
Or something was here and it just scraped the ground when they moved it. I mean, what can we infer from that thing that I found on the ground?
The door?
No, not the door. You said as I was tapping the walls, I looked down. I knocked a little piece of stone off, looked down, and I saw scratches on the ground. Are there scratches of, opening a secret door chamber and it scratched the ground? Are there scratches of there is combat here? And
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
now you're just pushing it.
That's a save. But
Something
yeah.
was moved here.
And that's
Okay.
not where the door was.
No.
Okay. It's just on the ground, right? Or
The
is it
scratch
on the
marks,
wall?
yeah, so the scratch marks are on the ground by the wall. The big chip that Tahko made, I would assume, is more central to the chamber. Like, where did you actually hit?
Yeah, it was probably we'll say right in the center of the chamber.
Okay,
For
well,
maximum
Wonder it
damage.
sucked so much. Yeah.
But Tahko did say that the hammer sound was the same throughout this whole floor, so there is definitely a hollow beneath.
okay.
There is a hollow beneath?
Yeah, that's what we
I'm
established.
sure of that? All right.
Do you think
Honestly-
you're sure?
Okay,
Yeah.
then I will try to shape it. Basically, just push away the stone in the hollowy area.
Does this look like you're like moving like sand at the beach?
Kinda.
Yeah, just pulling it aside.
Oh, like-
That's so cool.
Honestly, yeah. I was going to say just come to the very center of the room and just boosh, try and punch your
Well,
fist right
No,
through that divot.
it's only like
It's cool.
not-
'Cause if you pull it away, doesn't it eventually like reform back to being hard again? So you're like,
Yeah,
it's
so
almost
you'd have this
permanent.
ledge
So
of where you
cool.
pulled it away.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
could make like snowballs out of stone and then just throw them at people.
No, that's bad.
That's what I do.
Sorry,
No, I
just
just-
as an aside, just reminded me there's one of the events in Crusader Kings 3. One of your kids can just start chucking snowballs at you and you can respond. But if you're a berserker, you can go into a berserk rage and have a berserk snow fight.
Oh my god.
Poor child.
What do you do? Just start smashing their head into the snow?
I don't know, but like the text piece is just "Rah!" Snow fight berserker.
Oh my god. No. Okay, but yeah, she's
Quality
just gonna
parenting.
try. Just like where they decided the hollow was, she's just gonna try to move away the stone. Like,
Okay.
maybe just even like push it up like it's a doorway, like it should be a doorway or a latch.
So you start scraping it aside, making a pile,
Yeah.
I assume, and probably about 4 foot down,
Mhm.
your hand just goes straight through.
She's like, oh, I think I found it.
Awesome. Make it big enough for all of us to fit.
Is it more darkness? Better not be more darkness.
You know, I think they're gonna know that we were down here.
And Irilyssa, as you say that, you feel like you're talking really loudly.
Oh. Have I been talking that loud the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah, there's blood coming out of your ears.
That's been the
Oh,
quietest
why
for a
didn't you
while.
tell me?
I did.
Okay. Well, it just goes down. So that's a little concerning.
And make it big enough so we can all fit, and then I'll just jump down there.
Well,
And
yeah,
in
but
fact,
I'm
like
not necessarily.
your night vision or dark vision, you can see through it, and you
Yeah.
can see that there is another floor down there, probably only about 10 feet down.
Oh, okay. I'll say that. There's feet down, 10 feet down.
Okay.
It goes 10 feet down. I guess she'll carefully try to make an opening.
So you start pulling it aside, making a wider opening,
Yeah.
enough so that all of you could fit. Tahko might be a bit of a squeeze, but the rest of you should
Yeah.
be fine. And you kind of look down, and what looks beneath seems to be more of like a natural cavern than the shaped stone that you have now.
Okay.
This sucks.
It looks like, like
Yep.
not made that way. Like it was just always like that.
Okay.
I guess I'll
Um,
jump down.
Throw all the rest of the stone you dug out in there.
Okay. Well, it's like clay. She'll just like plop all the clay down.
Then we can climb it on the way up, or you can turn it into stairs.
I guess.
I don't think you can
You
get
can do
that
that.
much because you've just cut through.
Yeah, it's
4
not that
foot.
much for stairs.
Yeah, make it into a ladder or something.
I mean,
If you do
it's
the spell
4
again, you'd be able to. But at the moment, there's just
Yeah.
this solid stone mound next to where you just pulled this hole out.
Well,
Yeah.
it's 4 foot deep and wide enough for us to fit down into. That's a decent chunk of stone that then you push
Yep.
down and can stand upon.
You're also forgetting that I can fly.
Well, that's just you.
I know, but I can get back up through the hole and attach a rope somewhere.
We do have
Oh.
lots of rope.
Before your
Yes,
spell
Taco
runs out, can you shape the ground into a nice big ring so we can tie the rope to it?
Sure.
Okay.
She's just like, fine, I guess.
There. Now we can tie rope to something if we need to get back up.
I'll add a little hook on the end.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna jump down here. Are you gonna come with?
Why don't I jump down and just help people climb?
500-foot plunge.
No, I said it's 10 feet. It's not,
I know, I'm
Yeah.
joking.
It's not that bad.
This is
Alright.
where the illusory floor comes in.
Oh god.
That would be amazing.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Hold on, let me check one thing.
I know.
As I fall down there, I don't know if that. I think that would work. Before she hits the ground, she'd like to use her elemental gift, which allows her to just float.
Okay.
So she doesn't actually hit the ground.
We're re-entering a cave. Oh man.
Yeah, it's a cave-like area.
Yeah, you are.
Can she see anything immediately?
So as you float down, you look around. You're now in this natural cave, and just beneath your feet seems to be a... You can hear this now, but a slow flowing stream. Going in one direction as far as you can see, and then the other direction as far as you can see.
Oh, it's water. It's water
wow.
down here.
Wow, Bryn
But
Shander
it's
could just
not
have
very
a well
deep.
set.
It's probably like half a foot or something.
Oh, it's not very deep though, but your shoes will probably get wet.
Okay. I'll hop down.
Just not go in the water.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing we've actually, hopefully, all waterproofed our shoes.
Do you have a map for this?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. You probably do have water.
No map. No
Waterproof.
map.
Just hoping.
But I will say that as
Yeah.
you splash down into the little streamlet and you look either way, don't really have any way of judging which way you need to go, and that is where we're going to end today's session. That's why I don't have a map, because I haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
It's all right.
There's a map sitting right on the ceiling right above you. It's like, turns out we just broke part of the map.
I had all kinds of ideas, like how you would get into this place, and then you dispelled the darkness. Like, yeah, okay, now they might actually make it this session.
Mhm.
Well,
We
I would have done
definitely-
it sooner, but Tahko had to go on his darkness adventure.
Yeah.
It was funny.
I absolutely love that you said twice that Taco's hands came out of the darkness, and like the first time around, we're just like, okay, and then you went back around and you thought you were still in a hallway.
Yeah, sorry, that wasn't clarified very much. In my mind, you were just going around this wall, and then suddenly the wall disappears, and the rest of the party just see this pair of hands just lunge out.
Yeah, a pair of arms appear for the rest of you. I was thinking something's reaching out to grab them. You didn't say
I
Tahko.
thought so too.
No, I realized it was you,
Yeah.
and I think Elora tried to tell you, but then you just kept being like, "Oh, there's more wall over here and more wall over here." So
You
she
should
was
You should have high-fived him. Like,
Yeah.
so, and then all of a sudden you hear like Taco's voice, "Something's in here with me. It just reached."
Okay. Wonderfully confusing that was. And you're blaming me for wandering around in the darkness. You were the one that had the tools to fix it the entire time.
It didn't work, though. Well, I guess the dispel did, but...
Does
Yeah.
magic, yeah.
Level
At least I
5
was trying
darkness spell.
something.
It's sad the daylight didn't though.
Yeah. That means it was a 4th level or higher darkness spell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
5th level.
spooky.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you would know that, but yeah. No, I had an
20th
entirely
level.
different adventure planned for today, and then you just got that really good roll and found this place without any of the aids that I was going to throw in your way. And it's like, okay, you naturally get there without any of the kind of preparation for it. Fine.
Wonderful.
Yay.
Fine.
Right? Were you planning on the locate object spell being that crazily powerful too?
Oh no, locate object I'd expected. I thought that was just going to say, okay, it's below you, but you have no way of getting there. But then you found the secret room in the next door residence.
And whatever that secret room is used for, I don't think we used that method that they used.
Well, with what I was thinking is the scratches you saw, but you didn't roll high enough to see this, is just the same way as the door that you went down rotates. The floor rotates.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't anymore.
Elora just
It does. It just has a big hole in it.
It's funny.
But you never found the trigger that makes it rotate.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
Honestly,
now.
The thing is, sometimes like Tahko is so busy doing everything that Elora just sits there until he's ready to like ask for help.
Yeah, you gotta have the same charisma as Tahko and just take over.
Yeah, you could just say what you're doing and do stuff on top of what I'm
It's
doing.
true. Sometimes she's just like tired.
Well, it's hard when you're like, I'm doing this, also I'm doing this, and this, I'm doing also this.
Also, sorry, I was just thinking of something. Didn't you say that Tahko didn't roll high enough on the investigation with a crit? I was like, oh no. Wasn't that the one?
It's true. I did roll like a
No, it was
21.
the intelligence check to see.
Oh, it
what
was the
what
intelligence
scratches
check.
were for.
Okay. So he knew it was there, he just didn't know what it was.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Getting
like,
a crit.
oh no, Tahko.
I even
I
called
don't know.
somebody else in to look at it too.
Oh, Sazar, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a scratch on the ground.
Yeah, I don't mean to bogart all the action. Just here's an idea. Hmm.
Chat. Macho.
What's that?
That would have been really funny, actually.
What
She
is
was
it?
telling us to flood
one
the
of-
cave with water.
Oh, that would have been funny. No, I was talking about the what they just posted about
my
one of those things
gosh,
back from the
no.
cave, the kobold cave, the
The growls.
tentacle
Ew.
things. Yeah, the grells.
Oh. Hey, there could still be one of those down there.
Yep.
No.
So that's fun.
I'm pretty sure that it's guaranteed that there's one of those down there because I don't think we killed one of them.
We killed one of them, I thought.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
In the bottomless pit of doom.
That's not here, so.
Mm-mm. That's pretty far away.
This cave that we just went into, how warm is it?
Cold.
Cold,
It's-
but not freezing?
I don't know. It doesn't seem outside of what you would expect. Like, you're underground, so it's slightly warmer,
Okay.
but not by much.
Well, I mean, enough for liquid water to stay and flow. That's
That's
impressive.
true. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, it's probably like 1 degree Celsius or something in there.
All right. Still, nice. After the whole, cult situation's taken over, this is possibly usable for the town.
Possibly. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
it'll
don't
drive
even know
people
what it
mad.
is.
Well, I mean, if there's natural water down here, it means we could have a well situation or an aquifer, and they could have
You don't know where that water is coming from, though.
I don't, but so long as it's clean, it doesn't really matter.
It's poo water.
You have to go on.
No.
Or the town could get a sewer system down here then,
Whoa.
and that's pretty advanced.
Poo water. Then they already
Aqueduct.
have a sewer system.
Yeah, but that's pretty advanced for some, non-metropolis area at this tech level. So that's something.
I mean, wizards just magic their poop away, so.
I like a poop.
No.
Prestidigitation, my dude.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Anyway, chat. I am now reading chat again because this session has ended. So if you have any questions for me or the cast, then do let us know. We can
Alakazam,
actually
Alakazoop.
answer.
Magic will take away my poop.
Oh my gosh. No.
Dang it.
Well, I'm sure there's a verbal component to that spell. What else would it be?
Well, actually, in the component cast game, we came across an excremental.
What?
No.
That is awful.
Our fighter got KO'd by it, so yeah, you can imagine.
Wow, that sounds pretty shitty.
Yeah.
What are those
Oh,
things called in
no.
Pathfinder that are just giant poop monsters?
I mean, that's that name takes.
Oh,
the cake right
Okyo.
there.
Okyo.
Otios, yeah.
Okios.
Yeah.
Kevin, thank you for the
Gross.
follow.
Yay!
Hi, Kevin.
Yay.
Thank you.
Hello, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
I was wondering something about Zag's Sahazar swap. Not sure if you can answer if there is in one, but it was never sure who would be bitten. If one of the others had been bitten, would they have controlled Sahazar, or would they have controlled somebody in their personal history? I never thought that far ahead.
I think it would have just been up to the player.
That was
I
very
don't
much
think-
like there was no plan to make any of the party members into a werebear. That was simply me looking at Swift Runner's abilities, going attack. No, she doesn't have any medical training, so she can't really do a medicine check. She doesn't have any heals. She has no healing potions. So all she can really do is attack, and that would almost certainly mean that someone dies. Bite. Hang on, I've never used bite. I never even read the description of bite. Oh yeah, that's how they do lycanthropy. That's how they do lycanthropy, and lycanthropes can regenerate. Huh.
It was like, oh, the whole party's unconscious? Oh, crap. What am I
Yeah,
doing?
right.
Dragon bear.
Yikes.
And as far as like the resulting thing from that too, I suppose it would have just been a decision between like player and GM if it would have been them
Yeah.
playing Sahazar or like a new character.
Or the giant or a new
Mhm.
character for a bit.
I
or
mean-
In fact,
whatever.
yeah, you probably would have played as Talltree. That probably would have been
Let's
easiest.
let's not even forget that new Bear Zagrax had a lot of issues right away, and that's kind of what prompted the push so quickly to
Mhm.
you know
Mhm.
you had a lot of nat ones very quickly, like
Plus,
Yeah,
very
there's also-
quickly.
You still would have come across the first full moon, which was only 4 days after it happened. So
Yeah.
Yay.
There's also the angle of trying to not be a were creature. I don't know what that would have been, but
yeah, I mean that would have been an entire other quest hook, is try to cure yourself of it.
Yeah. No, we forget a wash, and it's like, oh, hey, you're cursed. Boop. Fixed your curse.
Not so easy. That's more of a divine thing than a Iduash thing. Although
alright.
Iduash maybe could.
Midwash can do anything.
Yeah, Iduash is the
He's
best.
so cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
one of these
honestly,
days.
you saved him and he just gave you an apartment.
And some other stuff, as you just saw today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just an
Yeah.
apartment. That's all.
Man.
And telepathy, but telepathy is nothing new to me. I ran across it a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tahko hears voices in his head all the time.
No.
I was secretly rolling wisdom saves, so
Oh, yeah. For me?
maybe.
Oh. Good thing I've got a high wisdom.
Great. Sitting there holding onto that Chardolin the whole time. Yeah, nothing's
You
a
know,
problem here.
that kind of explains some of Taco's actions, actually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was
I
a
mean-
fun session. That did not go at all how I expected, and yet it also did. This is one of those where I'm going to come in with basically no preconceptions. I have an idea of like the path I would like you to tread, but if it doesn't go that way, then we're doing it live.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And the more ridiculous magic powers we get, the more it'll probably turn out like that.
Mhm.
So we get
Getting
spooky
creative with
at
the magic powers now.
end. Mhm.
Right.
Well, now that we found this cave, I'm sure it's just easy street from here, though.
Aha!
Piece of
Yes, of
cake.
course.
Yeah, it's just a cave. Those are never trouble.
Don't speak
Cave.
before the cave's been generated.
Oh.
Before we get any further in here, Taco, you should send, or you should do a sending to Beldora or Duvesa, telling them where we are.
Nah, what are they going to do? Come after us?
They could.
Actually,
With the way that you managed to hide your exit, they'll never find you down here. It's impossible.
oh,
That's true.
Why didn't I prepare
We
sending?
broke the door twice.
Yeah.
Do it.
And
Well,
the
it's
other
always-
door too.
All we do is talk to people in this campaign. That's all we do. Why wouldn't we have sending 24/7?
Because
We do a
Irilyssa
lot
has
of
a
combat.
rookery now, doesn't need it anymore.
Oh,
I'm just
right.
really glad. I'm just really
Call
glad
up-
I had locate object prepared.
Yeah, call up the birds.
Call it my crows.
Yeah, the Monday party uses locate object pretty aggressively, so I was like, I was prepared for that one. I know that clerics can do that.
Yeah.
Wait, so does that mean you could use like sending to talk to whoever is like running your rookery, and then they could just send out the message everywhere?
Mhm.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and it's basically an animal messenger.
Ooh.
Rookery. Such a fun word.
I was thinking about getting a bath / sauna, but that would give us like temp HP, and that wouldn't stack with our
Temp HP.
current temp HP, which I don't have anymore. Thank you, Tahko.
Well, yeah,
You know,
that's fine.
me with
You're
my
welcome.
46 hit points.
If only you had a healer.
If only we had a healer.
Yeah. I mean, see, when I was like, I'm gonna.
You guys are screwed if Irilyssa dies. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because we just have
When I-
Tahko.
What I was thinking when I smashed the ground is that if this underground passage thing isn't that thick, then I may have just collapsed the entire floor for everyone, and we all go plummeting down into shards of stone.
Could happen.
Missed opportunity.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
If
my
Zagrax
gosh, you know
had done
what
this-
would be... Sorry, you know what would have been even more
No, go
cruel?
ahead.
Is you smash through, you start plummeting, you're like, okay, the ground is there, and then it's an illusionary ground.
Ah. Oh,
Just
Oh,
falling.
Lord.
Once
forever.
again, I'm glad I can fly.
yeah.
Ah,
I can float.
Sorry, Ethan, I cut you off.
It's okay. I was saying I like thinking the fact that if Zagrax was here, that actually would have worked because of the kinetic blast. Probably would have
Yeah.
blown the ground.
yeah.
I miss Zagrax. Sorry, Salazar.
I mean,
So, as
Sorry-
I did have
sorry,
Warhammer
not
for
sorry.
a while.
Yeah.
I call dibs.
That's just rude.
Yeah. Warbird having fun with a new character, rolling crazy high on that the survival checks.
Only
Yeah.
it's almost like that's his like best ability.
Imagine that.
His wisdom isn't a single digit.
What is this wisdom?
Nice.
Oh, 100%. But we would have gone through the other hooks, whatever they were, that we
Yeah.
just completely bypassed because rolls.
Sheer willpower.
Hmm.
Ouch.
It is ouch.
And any wisdom related things, yes, very much so. The rest of
Yeah.
it is arguably the same.
Which
Yeah.
unfortunately is what you need to roll against for the werebear stuff.
Every
Yeah.
time.
Oh no!
Mm.
Bye.
Good luck, Zagrax.
Yeah.
We were talking
Mhm.
about it, and I'm like, oh, that's
No.
easy. I just have to do wisdom saves and stuff. And I'm sitting there like, okay, cool, whatever. Wait a minute.
Yeah, the same save you did.
It's
to,
okay.
I have some crap. I
Yeah.
mean, my wisdom saving throw is positive,
Nice.
but I'm proficient and like all the extra stuff with it, and it's a +2 because of the
Nice.
-3 or something like that. What is it? What is it actually? Yeah, my wisdom save is a +3, and my charisma is a +9.
Well,
They're
you know,
both
if you make it,
proficient.
if you make it through or something, maybe you'll have advantage on it against the bear checks. Who
Maybe not.
knows? Maybe you won't.
Maybe you'll just-
Wait, how is it
I mean, at least you have somebody helping you. It might get advantage.
What?
The highest it should be would be +8. How's it 9?
For what?
Charisma save.
Mm.
Christmas
Mine
save?
is 6.
Because it
Right.
should be
Well- save it.
ability plus proficiency. Charisma
And if you have anything
3.
that
And then, well, ability plus
some things that
6.
double proficiency too.
Mm.
Yeah, because
It's
my
6, it's not
ability
9.
is.
Mm.
It did the math for me.
What's your
Yeah.
charisma?
Oh, that's
for?
+3.
cheeky.
Mine's +3 too, and I only have +6.
Yeah, it should be 6. I mean, I'm looking at your character sheet. Is 6 here? If D&D Beyond is doing something else, it's wrong.
The highest you could get is 9
Good
with
to
the
know.
if you had expertise in whatever role it was.
I have +9 for athletics.
What? did
Yeah,
I
it's because
do?
you have expertise in it, don't you?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Just like my artificer is +11 for artificing checks. Expertise and artifice plus a +5.
Artifice.
A good ability, honestly.
It's a flipping amazing ability.
Hmm
Unless you're rolling
Having
artifices. Then.
Higher rolls.
I hate it.
Wow. Couldn't resist yourself.
I hate it
Never
so much.
can. Uh,
All right, we got any other shout outs?
Shout
aside
outs,
from
no.
it, me.
Yeah.
Aside from that, me.
Rude.
Uh,
So yeah, how are you liking playing as Sahazar? Any different to
yeah.
Zagrax? Or
Well, my favorite thing is just the fact that I can like play it like to have no idea what the hell's going on. Whenever you guys talking about stuff, like, oh yeah, it's kind of like that one thing that happened to Irilyssa. Like, the what now?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're right
remember
there.
that time we created a dragon? With a
What?
Arcane Brotherhood guy? Excuse me?
Yeah, we did a lot
Yeah.
of bad, crazy things. But some of it's cool.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Being able to roll over 10's a good plus too.
haven't actually had Sahazar in a combat yet, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he performs. Anyway, chat, do you have any other questions for us or comments or anything like that? Otherwise, we shall call it here.
All right. Let's end it before Macho ends up killing Zagrax by comment.
Alright, well in
It's a
that case I will
damage
say
right now.
thank you everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button if you haven't done so already so you get notifications when we go live. We should be back again next Sunday, same time?
Yep.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yep.
So we shall see you for that. If you like what you've seen here and you want to support the channel, then do consider hitting that subscribe button so that we can do more awesome stuff like this. And if you missed previous episodes, you can find those on my YouTube, which is youtube.com/MordredViking. And then you can also hang out with us on the Discord, which you can find at my Mordred Viking Discord as well. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to all of the players, and we shall see you next week. Until then.
Woo!
Bye.